Well, it's nearly Christmas, and I'm not exactly making a Christmas build here, but I am doing the next best thing. If you're shopping for presents, that is. I'm giving the city its first clothes shop, right here on its first street. Honestly, I've never really done anything like this before, so it should be fun. You know, there's so many armor options available in Minecraft now, yeah, it's kind of crazy, but very cool. And I'll display as many of them as I can, yeah, in this small little space here. Yeah, we'll see if we can build up a little clothes shop vibe in this place. So grab yourself a hot cocoa or a beverage of choice, stick on your slippers or comfiest trainers, and let's build us a clothes shop in the city. We've finished the fourth building. Let me just count these. Yeah, fourth building, right, on this terrace. Now we're nearly done with this. We've only got 2 more to do after this, and we're kind of done. Now we need to kit this thing out. Now the structure's complete. We just need a shop and we need a flat. Now this stream's all about this shop, man. What we're going to do is, I've been humming and hawing a little bit, right, about what to put in here, but we have definitely decided, let's get down on the ground here, that this is going to be a clothes shop. Now I say a clothes shop, right, more like an armor shop, right? This is Minecraft, so you know, it's going to be basically like an armor store, but I think we'll call it a clothes shop, you know, be a bit more sophisticated up in here. Let's get all this, the frontage on, stick a sign up. It'll be OG's clothing, I guess, something like that, right? Something simple. Let's just have a look. Just reading the chat there, sorry. Yeah, hi, welcome to the chat room, everyone. Like that. Nice. So yeah, let's do this, man. And any, you know, eagle-eyed people amongst you will have noticed that this house is slightly different to others. It's got an archway here. Now, if you've been watching the streams, I'm sure you're already aware that this is going to be a shopping plaza through here. So this is just like a little archway. You know, we won't be building this for some time, to be fair, but eventually we'll make this pretty, man. We'll give it a decent floor, and you'll walk through here very welcoming, like. Probably a few stalls, a few shops. Look, the trader's already here, man, ready to do business. And it'll open up into like a huge pedestrianised kind of shopping plaza, right? With shops all around it, man. That's going to be quite fun. You're going to lose your llamas, bro. You want to come this way. But for now, let's focus on the task at hand, man. Let's have a look. We got this shop to build. Now, we do have a little bit of busy work, you know, to do before we actually get cracking on the shop. I did notice when I was watching this video back that we made a slight error when we were doing these windows, right? I mean, they look very nice, these, but they're supposed to be like that. So I think the first thing we'll do is quickly do that. And also give this thing a drain pipe. Now all these buildings have got a little drain pipe on the end. And this is where this one's goes. So, you know, we'll kind of do that. And then we'll get in here. And we'll turn this thing into a proper clothes shop. Now, honestly, I don't really know what we're going to do with the design just yet. But that's the fun part, right? That's the fun part. We'll dive in. And we'll see what happens there. We'll let it happen. Let it grow kind of organically. Now, yeah. Let's do a drain pipe first, since we're right here. Now, if I'm not mistaken, we do have them on our person. We just didn't actually put it in. So let's kind of do that. Yeah, okay, so that's quite handy. We've actually got these as well. If I'm not mistaken, once again, I think that's all we need for the windows. So I think we're good. I think we can do this real quick, sharp. And just give this thing a little drain pipe. It's really simple. We just got our little grey poles here. It's hollow, man. The water comes down this. This is Minecraft. That's okay there, yeah? And then we dig out a little hole. Yeah, we'll take it one down, man. And again, now just kind of make this a bit more professional up in here, yeah? Bang, bang. Okay, it's all brick. That's handy. Like that. And I guess I kind of like the bottom. Since we've got the andesite right there, we'll stick the bottom to be a bit of andesite like that. Put a bit of water in there, you know, just to set the scene. Yeah, there we go. Alright, that's task 1. Task 1 done. Little drain pipe just signifies that's the end of that particular building there. Yeah, and let's do these windows. I mean, these do look like nice like this, yeah. And, you know, on another build, we could leave them like that. But on these ones, on this entire terrace, they have this. Nice solid glass. Just to mix it up, you know, all the buildings can't be the same. And as cool as those windows are, I do like to mix things up a little. There we go. Nice and simple, man. Nice and simple little start to the stream. Just warm up our fingers there a touch. Yeah, and when I was making the highlight, I just spot things, you know, and it's things that I don't spot live during the stream. We do also have to put some mosaic glass in there, but I don't think we'll worry about that until we've decorated this place, because we'll have a better idea of what the colour inside is going to be, you know, in the interior decorations. And then once we've done that, we can decide what colour banner it's going to have on the front, and whatever colour banner it has on the front, that will dictate what colour the mosaic glass is. So that's the kind of order that we'll do things in. Let's have a look. Should we get busy, man? Should we get this show on the road? Now, this is how we left it last time. We did have this on us, and we just kind of stretched it out because it drops down a bit, this land, right? We're just going to pretend that it doesn't do that almost. I guess we could get rid of these. Should we have a little inventory clear out now? All this stuff is done. All this window stuff is done. We don't need to make any more chimneys today. I don't know, we'll keep some random blocks on us, yeah, just to kind of, I don't think we're going to use mud brick in here, but you know, just give us a start when we're trying to decide what the interior of this place is going to be. What's this? That's the trader. That's the trader's lead. It's going to snap, my man, I keep telling you. Yeah, okay. And again, this is all going to be kind of underground here. I don't know, it may well be that we give this thing like a basement. Excuse me, but I'm not 100% sure on that. I think that's kind of enough light there. Should we crouch? Just stick one in here. So for now, I just think we'll leave the ground like this. Like, normally I wouldn't just leave it hollow, but I do suspect that, you know, this is going to be a clothes shop, right? So we need to maximize the floor space. Now, I'm half tempted, right, to think that the tills might just tuck away in that corner there, and we just leave this entire floor space open for you know, to display our clothes. I mean, there's so many different types of armor in the game now, yeah. You know, I don't think we'll have one of every type. We'll save that for the clothes superstore, right? We definitely will build some kind of, like, I don't know what you have in America, but you know, in the UK we've got like TK Maxx, I guess, things like that, like, you know, like a clothing kind of superstore. I think, you know, only you've got like Sears, haven't you? It's more of a department store, isn't it? But you know what I'm saying, yeah, one of those big giant kind of shops. We'll you know, we'll save that, or, you know, every single type of armor for that, but we will make some of the cool armors, you know, with the armor trims and the colors and that. You know, definitely in the window here, they're going to want to attract people in, right? So I'm thinking, you know, a few armor stands on the window there with the best kind of trims that we can come up with. We've also got dyed, excuse me, like dyed leather, yeah, as well as all the standard armor. So there's quite a lot to squeeze in here, man. So yeah, that's the first thought, is that we do need to maximize this space. So let's have a look. We're going to have to clad this wall, unfortunately. And this one, yeah, also this one, because this leads to the archway out there. Let's have a quick look again. Yeah, I mean, in theory, we could put another layer of brick out here, but we'd have to do it on both sides to kind of make it symmetrical. And I really don't want to narrow this down. We want to have some, like, stalls in here, maybe with some villagers, hopefully, and stuff. We kind of need that 2-block space there for sure. So I think we're going to have to clad this interior wall as well. I mean, it's what we've done on the other shops, so it kind of fits the pattern. So yeah, we can probably start with that, I guess, right? And maybe, you know, with that, and do the floor as well. Just, you know, get a feel for this place, how big it is, how much space we've got, and what we can do with it. Now, we don't have coat hangers, right? We don't have rails of coat hangers like in a normal closed door. So armor stands are going to be our friend for this stream, I would say. It's going to be mostly kind of armor stands and a few shelves, I guess. Let's get busy, man. Let's just have a look what we've got in our inventory here. I kind of want it to be like a modern kind of vibe. I don't think we're going to use the spruce. I mean, we could use, maybe go for like a grey, sort of dark grey modern vibe. It's something we haven't used just yet. We did play about with it on the last stream, but we haven't actually used it yet. So that is a possibility. Now let's just have a look what might be equivalent, or indeed opposite to that. We'll see. Let's just have a little browse, man. Have a little sip of tea, have a little look in the inventory. I don't think wooden planks are the way to go. I'm thinking either something plain, or something like, you know, big blocks, almost like, not smooth stone, but you know what I'm saying, like big chunky bricks like that. Yeah, not the grey vibe. I think Deep Slate would be too dark. Let's just have a little look, man. See what pops out of this. You see the smooth basalt almost could come into it. I don't know. It might looks like it might clash. Let's get a bit more basalt there. That's going to be too garish, right? Purple. That's going to be too boring. Endstone. I mean, it could work, you know, as a floor maybe or something like that. But I don't think so. I think we're going to go a bit smarter than that. A little bit smarter. Now this is quite cool. To cut netherite. And that would be quite fitting, right, in an armour store to have the netherite. Yeah, I mean, that would be too black. I mean, these are quite cool also. Let's... Yeah, I don't think that's a vibe. I think it would... I don't think they will look modern enough. I think we want it to look modern. I think we've got enough to play with there, man. Let's just let's have a look at that. Something for the floor. I am thinking maybe a planked floor might work. You know, the acacia jumps out at me right there. That's kind of got a grey vibe, but a little bit of warmth to it maybe. And I have used the acacia for an office floor somewhere. I think in the builder's yard, but it was only a small one. And you know, I did quite like it. Every floor in every one of these shops is different, so it kind of fits the theme really to have it be something different to the rest of them. I don't know, should we just rule some stuff out here? This is going to be a wall, right? So it's going to have to be clad because there's a staircase on the other side and we can't kind of change that. I quite like that, yeah? I mean, if we're going to do that... Yeah, I mean, I do like it, but maybe just not for a clothes store. It's perhaps a bit busy. I don't know, it's kind of like almost taken away from what will be the armour stands. Now that I like. That to me says modern clothes shop. I don't think planks necessarily will be the way to go. Yeah, I mean that is quite cool as it happens. Yeah. Yeah, maybe we're onto something here, man. Yeah. What do you reckon? I mean, maybe we'll have to perhaps figure out a ceiling as well, yeah? I mean, again, all the ceilings in all these shops and that are kind of different. And, you know, we're playing around with some designs, that's all it is. Yeah, I kind of think the more bit brick, the better here. Yeah, I quite like that. I think we'll let that simmer, man. I think we'll let that simmer. I think we've definitely decided on the brick. And I'm like 90% that we can have it two-toned like that almost. And have the top be different. Alright, now let's work on the floor. Let's see how this acacia wood looks next to this brick. And I guess we could do it like this. You kind of want it all to be in a straight line. No, okay, so we've discounted, I think, the basalt. It's a nice vibe, maybe for another store. That to me says kind of modern, you know, up-to-date, hip and funky kind of clothes shop. Definitely that brick. It's almost just like they've painted these bricks here. And again, I guess we'll take these down just for the sake of it. But this is all going to be kind of buried here. Buried and maybe later in the stream dug out. Yeah, I guess that didn't really help with that, did it? But yeah, I do like this. I think this is working for us. Let's have a little fly here. Let's get cracking, man. Nice and chill. I'm a bit excited, as you can tell. I haven't actually been in this world. I haven't streamed for 2 days. It's unusual because I try and stream every single day. But I've been doing a lot of YouTube stuff and I've been editing videos and also kind of re-editing them. I've been trying to improve the quality, right, of both the audio and the kind of video output. And you know, I'm no expert at these things, I'm not going to lie to you. So it's a bit of a learning curve for sure. Yeah, should we just see what this looks like if you actually take it right up? And that would be the ceiling there. You just ignore the fact that those lanterns are there for now. I don't think they'll stay for sure. Yeah, I think I prefer it with a little something on the top. I mean, maybe it'll be a bit too grey in here. Should we try and inject maybe a bit of colour? I'm thinking, let's get rid of the basalt. We could try the netherite. Yeah, there shouldn't be too much humming and hawing here. Yeah, I think that's a bit of a clash. It's great stuff, that looks great, but you know, the different types of bricks, the squares versus the little bricks, I'm not sure that works. Let's just see if we inject a bit of colour here. Now tell me, is this too much? Is this a clash? Let's just put it right along so that we can see. Not there, thank you. Again, we are going to clad this ceiling, funny enough, so that one will probably disappear. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, that says more modern for me. I do quite like that, actually. The orange next to the grey sort of works for me. But that says more modern kind of clothes shop to me also. Now, this back wall also has to be clad, so should we just do what we know needs to be done? I don't think we need one here necessarily, because we've got one right there, but still. Yeah, I hope you've all been well, man. I hope you have. It's like I say, it's a real stormy, windy and rainy kind of night here in London tonight. You know, I can literally hear the trees. I hope it doesn't come through on the mic here, because I can hear the trees. I mean, not with my earphones on, but you know, when I didn't have the earphones on, I could hear the trees outside swaying in the wind, man. It's ferocious. But everything else aside, it's not been too bad, man. And I hope it's the same for you. Yeah, you see, I'm just thinking like that, maybe. Game, we are going to clad the ceiling. You know, maybe. Should we have a little play with the ceiling blocks? I'm definitely thinking we need something light on the ceiling. I don't want anything yellowish. I want it white. I want it white. Let's just go to the quartz. I don't think planks will do us. I think maybe we shouldn't rule them out quite so quickly. I'll tell you what, we will take these. That will make building a bit easier. We can discard the netherite. Let's get to the quartz, man. We haven't actually used the simple block of quartz yet as a ceiling. I think we used a bit of quartz, fancy quartz, for some bathroom ceilings, but not just a plain block of quartz. Definitely it's kind of like a ceiling tile almost. I'm thinking actually maybe we don't have to clad the whole ceiling in a solid block. We could just clad it like this. Now it does mean we'll have to come up with a creative solution for the lights, but I don't think that's a huge problem. I think we can. Is this smooth? I don't think I want it smooth. Alright, let's have a look. Let's expedite this quartz slab. And what's it look like if we just swap a few of them out? Yeah, now let's swap all those out, man. Let's do this thing. Kind of doing three things at once here, like doing the floor, the walls, and the ceiling at the same time. Trying to build a vibe, man. I think I like this. I think this will be the floor. Kind of brings a warmth. Like the bricks are kind of a bit cold almost, right? And I think this just makes it feel a bit cozier, a bit more welcoming almost, a bit warmer on your feet as you perusing the shelves for your next jazzy bit of items to wear, yeah? And we will have it all in here. Like I say, we will have some trimmed up armor, we will have some dyed leather, and we will have your standard Minecraft armor as well, for sure. Yeah, that helps build a vibe. Yeah, helps me feel the vibe, I should say. And I think I'm starting to feel something here. I don't think lanterns are going to be the ceiling light of choice, I won't lie, but we'll leave them there for now. Do have a potion of reaching, which does help, but I don't know, I think it's a small space. I think we'll be alright. I think we can just do it like this. Yeah, just wondering if we can take these away. I'm pretty sure we can. Yeah, okay, so that helps. take all of these away? Yeah. That will help us. And you. Just bring this round, and like I say, maybe we'll swap some of this out later. We'll see. I definitely think, right, we didn't put this here to be a till countertop, right? But actually, I'm just thinking that's probably right where the tills will be. I think we'll have like tills here, like one. We'll probably like one till there, and another one there. 3 tills. You know, you want fast service up in this place. And you know, it's a clothes shop. You're going to need some changing rooms, aren't you? So I guess what would we have? 2, and then 2. Yeah, we can have 2 little changing rooms there. I think that'll work, and that will maximize our floor space for sure. Kind of serendipitous. We only spread that out just so we could visualize where the floor level was. That's kind of worked. Yeah. Okay. So I don't know. You know, I actually quite like the orange. I just think it makes it feel a bit brighter. Let's extend this floor map. I kind of know that this floor is going to stay, so we might as well just kind of do that. And then make a decision on the walls kind of after. Oh, not there. Make a kind of decision on the walls after that. Just to there for now. Is that, yeah. I mean, you could do some jazzy designs, almost mix some of them up here, but I don't think so. I'm not even sure it makes a difference how you place these. We'll leave the lanterns in for now, just until we get a proper light solution. Yeah, just like that, man. I mean, it looks a bit plain now, doesn't it? But we're going to have like shelves and stuff on this floor, so it'll all be broken up, yeah, for sure. Yeah, do you know, I think I like the orange. I did like that at first, but too dark almost. I think we're going to go for the acacia. We've got acacia and grey brick. That's the vibe, with a little quartz for the ceiling, man. Just a hint of the acacia, right? Yeah. Now, I guess we bring it across here like that. Yeah, and this wall, I'm pretty sure, excuse me, that we can swap out. I mean, right now, it'll be unfortunate because you'll see it from the other side. However, we will be putting another building on the side of this, right butted up right against it. And so you won't see this wall by the time we're done with that. That's okay, man. For now, we can do that. We can swap this entire wall out. Just give us a bit extra space back there, yeah. I definitely think that's a good thing to do. Yeah. And again, I think we'll just do this thing, man. Let's get this done. We definitely know that this brick is the vibe. There's no doubt in my mind that this grey brick is the main vibe. Now, we could actually, maybe it's a bit plain, perhaps having it on every wall. You know, maybe we would swap this back wall out, but we'll wait. We'll wait until the tills are in there, and we'll see if we need to change up the design just on this back wall a bit. You know, maybe bring the acacia right down, something like that. But I think for now, let's just get all this in. Yeah, we're getting somewhere, man, getting somewhere. Kind of dove straight in here. And I'm kind of feeling the vibe. You know, it looks odd from out there for now, but it won't stay that way. That'll be fixed. Indeed, next doors can also have their own wallpaper butted right up against this. And that'll be perfect. I think we need to start working on some lights as well soon, so that we can get rid of these lanterns. We'll clad this wall in brick, and then we'll figure out what we're doing on the ceiling regards some lights as well. Probably a good move at this point. Yeah, just to there, right? Alright, and we might as well do the acacia while we're here. Put you in there. Did that one go? Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I like that actually. That's pretty cool. We get the quartz in and then we'll decide what we're going to do with some lights. I've actually got an idea. We do have lights because there's nothing we can place on a half block, right? Even with all the mods we've put on now, there's still nothing that we can place decently on a half block, but we do have flat square lights that we can probably pop straight up inside. They'll almost be like recessed lights, right? Yeah, I don't think my fingers are warmed up quite enough yet to do this. Right, let's have a look. We just take our time, and there's no rush, yeah. It does make a great ceiling, this quartz, yeah. There's no doubt about that. Oh, maybe we did. I'm just thinking, I'm looking at the shine on that quartz there. Maybe we did actually use this as a ceiling in the chemist's, the pharmacy, right? Whatever you want to call it. But you know, that doesn't matter. This works for us here. We kind of needed something white. And I think we needed it not to be too fussy. It needed to just be simple. And I think this is the solution. We've been using a lot of bone block as well. That makes a great ceiling, I've discovered. Alright, there we go. Awesome. Yeah, you see, that's kind of perfect, yeah. Honestly, those kind of lanterns are almost growing on me in there, but I honestly don't think that's the way to go. Let's get rid of these ones. You see how dark it gets all of a sudden. Now let's just have a look in our inventory, because if we search for square, ugh, a cup of tea's in the way of my fingers here. Search for square. Okay, you see these things, yeah, and it's all from X-Lines Furniture. It's a great mod, that. I would highly recommend the X-Lines Furniture mod. Because it's got a load of stuff on there, a load of cool stuff like furniture, things like these lights as well, yeah. I mean, I don't know, I actually don't know where these are going to go. Really, the lights will go wherever the shelves are not, if you like. I think the lights will, you know, in the aisles, you could say. So, do you know what, let's get this floor in. And then actually, let's play with some shelves, and then let's get the lights in. Let's just figure out how many shelving units we can kind of get in this place. It's quite simple. It's not going to be like the other shops where there's lots of little bits, lots of little shelves. Basically, I think it's going to be a load of armor stands, right? And I'm definitely thinking we want some shelves as well. You can't just have armor stands, man. Probably some shelves with some chests on top of them or something. We'll have a little play, man. Have a little play. Yeah, it's good to be back in here, mate. It is good to be back in here. I miss it. I miss the streaming. I miss being in Minecraft. You're sitting there all lonesome, just editing. I tell you, it's a thing, man. It really is. It takes ages. Like I say, I cut a load of videos and then discovered how I can make them a lot sharper, and so I had to kind of recut them, which is cool. It's worth doing. I think we'll leave that in just to remind us that that is indeed going to be where the tills go. That's cool. Yeah, and if we do have a cellar in here, if we do decide to go for a cellar, that's definitely where the staircase will be, right? It just makes sense. No doubt. I mean, we could mix up the floor a bit like that. And do you know what? Like, if it was a bit going to be more of an open sort of design without as many shelves, it probably would. But I don't think we need to. I think it would make it look too busy. It's going to be busy enough with all the shelves and all the armor stands and stuff. Yeah, and that's our till line. I mean, that's actually ideal. Okay, beautiful. Okay, that's the only one in there. Oh, look how dark that is now. Alright, let's work on, let's get some armor stands in. We've said it about 100 times, haven't we? Armor stand. So, I think we will take a stack of 16. It is, right? Don't need to, in creative, but you know, we'll stick a few in a chest somewhere. And we definitely have some on the windows. Kind of almost don't need to put these here just yet, but can we even do this? Yeah, you can't do it when you're on there, right? So that's kind of problematic almost. I have to take some glass out to do that. Let's just do that. Yeah. Right, might as well do these as well. I mean, it definitely makes sense to just have these all there like that, doesn't it? And we've deleted the glass. Okay, that's no biggie. There it is. This slate. Yeah. Okay. Right, there's our first armor stand, yeah? I mean, the first thing that's jumping out at me here, you're probably going to want some light by the door. Now, they're pretty cool, aren't they? Now, what do we think of that recessed vibe? I kind of like it. I kind of like it. I mean, it's kind of happened. It's kind of had to happen. I just think we just want a bit of extra space up in here, man. Ceiling-wise, yeah? So, you know, with the half slabs on the ceiling, there's not really a massive amount of options. You can always put an extra slab in, hang a chain off it, put some proper lights in, but I don't think so. I think that's cool, just like that, man. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so let's figure this out. I don't think we're going to have masses of cabinets. We've been using cabinets and stuff. I think it's more going to be just about the display here. Let's just leave the end clear for now. I don't know, actually. I mean, maybe just like that. And you know what? Let's get a trapdoor in and have a look. Should we have a little chilled look through our trapdoors, man? Just see what we want for shelves here. Again, I think I want them to have holes in them, you know. I think I want them to feel like you can see through them, because if I'm not mistaken, you cannot place a trapdoor where there is already an armor stand. Let's have a look. Let's play with this one. I think we just threw one of these away. Yeah, so no, you can't do that. So we have no choice. Like, the shelves would have to be there. And again, quite often what I'll do is build the sides up. But honestly, I just think on this, I think it's kind of dark enough almost on the walls. Let's just believe that they're just in case. But yeah, I don't think so. And like I say, we've done that already. So let's just have 3 hanging shelves, right? And let's just have a look. What are we not using here? I think we're done with the brown brick. We'll definitely keep that on us for now. Get rid of the smooth quartz. We can get rid of the cut netherite. We can get rid of that white one. Get rid of these parapets. Have a little bit of a clear out. Don't need these or these. Yeah, or these. Or, you know, I don't know why, but I'm compelled to just keep those for now for some reason. Okay, I think that's enough. Yeah, I think that's good there. Let's get the quartz locks back on us, just in case we make a mistake with the lights and we don't kind of like what we've done. Yeah, okay, so let's just that's good, man. That's good. And I guess we can do the same on this side. It doesn't necessarily have to be symmetrical. It almost makes sense that it is in some ways, doesn't it? Yeah, okay, so let's figure out what we're going to do for shelving units. I mean, they're not going to be these grey bricks, but we'll use these just for now. Just to kind of mark out what potentially could be like a shelf space. I mean, I don't know if that's too narrow there. Have a look. I mean, in my experience, clothes shops are very narrow, yeah? Like, you're walking through and you're brushing up against like the clothes on either side almost. Yeah, admittedly they'd be on hangers on their sides, but yeah, I mean, it probably would be better if we could get it to be 2 blocks there. Let's just have a look. Yeah, could bring that out like that, right? There's going to be a lot of amp stands in here. Like I say, this is going to be the vibe. I think this is how the shop works, if you like. This is how they display their wares. Definitely do not think this grey brick is going to stay as the kind of separating block. That's handy for us for now, just to kind of visualize it. I think we'll leave the corner there. I think it looks silly if there was just too many. Let's just have a look. Why can't we put one there? Okay. I don't know, maybe let's just see. Let's just not rule it out. Maybe we take that back by 1. If I'm not mistaken, I think we kind of did it like that. Let's have a look. Let's have a feel of this. That actually feels okay. I kind of like the fact that there's two here, because it's like right by the door almost. And if you go around here, this is like the yeah, no, that works. I think that feels okay. I think that's a good start. I mean, we could potentially lose these corner ones if we, if we feel it's a bit cramped. I just think that single one looks a bit odd on its own there. And we could actually put them on this side like this, yeah. They're pretty cool, these armor stands, yeah. Yeah, it's almost like clothes on the rack, yeah. Yeah, it is. All right, should we? I'll tell you what. Should we stick some chests up there? Definitely thinking chests. But we haven't used a whole lot of chests. We've been using mostly like, cabinets and cupboard units and stuff. And this is Minecraft, man. This is the shop you're going to come into to armor yourself up. You want it to feel Minecrafty, and since we've got the orange up there, I'm definitely feeling orange vibe. Now, I don't think I want them to be doubles, I think I just want single chests. And we figured out we could just leave it like that almost. Let's just have a look. Let's get another one in. We figured out in the builder's yard that if you put the two of these different coloured chests next to each other, they do not connect, which is quite handy. Yeah, either that one or that one. I don't know, the copper is orange, right, but I just think that might be a bit much. Let's just try that. I mean, looking at it, actually, maybe this acacia might be a solution for these. Maybe standing upwards like this. Could be a bit too orange. No, that kind of works. I think that works at least for now. Can we bash that through there? Yeah. And again, we might swap that out, but for me, for now, that definitely works. Oh, hello. All that. Just lost all our stock in one fell swoop there for a moment. Just rule out the... Yeah, it's kind of too much orange almost, huh? Let's just sort of like change it up a bit. Have a look. Just see what fits. Yeah, I think that. I mean, we could put a vanilla chest in, right? I'm not really totally averse to having a vanilla chest in. Let's just try a vanilla chest. I mean, again, that is orange, right? It's right there. Yeah, let's get rid of the copper one. We're not going to have a copper chest. Yeah, do you know, funny enough, I think that is it. I think that's the one. Good old-fashioned vanilla chest right there. It might be too much maybe with these chests kind of going right along. We'll see. I mean, it may well just be that we do spread them out like that. Yeah, I think so. I think it would feel more like a warehouse otherwise. Alright, alright, alright. I think we're getting somewhere. I think we are getting somewhere here. Now they're going to be the till, so you'd really don't want them being kind of too crammed up with shelves, no, but I don't know, I don't think I mind it being a little bit cramped. Let's have a look. Now let's just say, for argument's sake, that we made these gaps, because again, in my experience in clothes shops, when you go between the rails, it is always so narrow, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, I think that one would be the same, right? So if, let's just say, for argument's sake, there would be 3 there. Yeah, it ends up with 3. Okay, so that's that. That decides that. I mean, that has to be that. This one we can bring out. Yeah, I mean, in theory, maybe we could bring that one out by one. Yeah, let's have a play. Let's stick our armor stands in. I'll tell you what, let's build these up first. I think we'll put some kind of top on here, like, maybe a good old trusty trapdoor, something like that, just to top those off. Quite like the orange though. I mean, it makes sense. You see, this the vibe. It's grey and orange, the vibe of this shop, man. They like it. That's what they like. What they've chosen. It's manifested itself almost. Let's just see. Is that too sort of cramped now? No, I don't think it is. I think it makes it look perfectly busy. Now this is a lot of entities yet, and we've already got the haberdashery over the road. With it, like, it wouldn't surprise me if there was 1,000 kind of entities as it was in that haberdashery yet. Now we do have culling, entity culling. We've got like 3-4 different entity culling mods on here. For good reason, because you know it was lagging real bad. It seems to be pretty smooth now. Touch wood. We'll touch the acacia there. Yeah, I mean, I think we'll bring these out to here. Yeah. Maybe we'll have some shelves on this wall, like, you know, maybe for shoes. Maybe we've got a little like trainer section just there, with some shelves with some shoes, or maybe like the fanciest hats, something like that. You know, we could just kind of have this all the way around, but I think that's pretty cool. I'm almost thinking that maybe we do lose one of these. That doesn't come out quite so far. Yeah, all this is subject to change, right? We're just playing around here, just playing around. I have a feel. Yeah, almost just have it like that. Leave that one stand there for now as well. Yeah, okay, so that actually works. I think that works. Let's have a look. I know I haven't done these corner ones here, but for me, for some reason, these ones looked odd when there was nothing on the corner, but this one doesn't. It's kind of like you first come in, you kind of want space to have to think, do you know what I mean? So decide where it is you're going. Yeah, I kind of like that. Now, I'll tell you what we do, yeah, before we decide what we're doing with shelves and chests along here, before we can delete those lanterns, we need to get these lights in. Now, this was the reason we've built the shelves, so we can find out where we want them. I basically want them above these aisles, yeah, so... Yeah, we've done 3 there, so I'm thinking like in batches of 3, so it'll make sense. Yeah, I mean, I want them above the aisles, but you know, what trumps that really is symmetry. So, definitely have those ones symmetrical like that. And then maybe here, just try them there. We could just have one long one going across the back here, potentially. Yeah, no, that kind of works. It's not really symmetrical, huh? Let's just have a think. If we brought this one in by 1, took this one this way by 1, that might work. Yeah. Okay. Again, it's still not quite symmetrical. We can't actually take that to 1 away from the wall. I think that would be silly. Let's try it. Let's not rule it out. Maybe it's not too silly. Nah, that doesn't look silly. That's okay, man. That's okay. Really, we've only had them directly above 1 aisle yet. That was the plan here to have them. I mean, we could in theory. That's right next to that there. We could in theory do this and then have these ones here. Yeah, okay, that's cool. Alright, let's have a little fly, man. And let's 1 by 1 get rid of these lanterns and just see what the light situation's like. You know, we might have to get a bit creative. Yeah, see, that corner's a bit darker. And we haven't actually lit up this bit here at all. Okay, so we can probably stick some lanterns in there and maybe even keep them. No, I'm not averse to that. Now let's get our brick back. Typically, right, we need the brick immediately. If we just put the brick across there like that, we can probably do it even like that. Yeah, I'm not convinced by that, to be fair. So what's here? Are they visible? Okay, so we'll just kind of do it like that. Alright. You know, we're freeballing here, man. We're just doing it as it comes, see what happens. Yeah, that works. Definitely feeling like a little staircase down to a little cellar would not go amiss here. Right, so okay, this is like where the till's at, yeah? So we're definitely going to want like a special batch of lights right across here. I'm just thinking almost like... yeah, maybe just 3 here as well. I was thinking just have a long one right across. However, we're going to have a little changing room here, aren't we? I think we're going to get a little bit more creative than just using this acacia ever, but just for now, let's just mark out. That would be one changing room. That would be another changing room. That would be the tills. Ideally, I want 3 tills on here, and we can do that. We can do that. Yeah, that works, man. Yeah, honestly, I mean, I'm thinking maybe we don't have these acacias for the shelves. I think we will have a little play with that, just maybe swap it out for some blocks. But if we can get kind of an orange that kind of matches it, but looks a bit more metallic, maybe, then I think we'll try and go with that, to be honest. But for now, that's definitely a good start there, man. That's that. Let's get some lights in these changing rooms. Because I'm thinking that we do have the counters out of the orange, and the changing room walls out of the orange. I quite like that, but then that would mean we definitely have to swap these out, man. And you know, I'm not averse to that. I think that's probably a good thing to do. Yeah, I guess. Doesn't really matter that it doesn't match the theme, because they're going to be behind quite closed doors almost. Yeah. You know, just a little bit of light in the changing room there for you. Yeah, and I am thinking, I mean, I guess what we do is take that out. Okay, all these, right? You know, it's just kind of almost as simple as that. Although, to be fair, I don't think we need this one. I don't think they need to be that deep, as it were. I think we can have this be the end of it. Right there. Yeah. And likewise with the tills almost. I mean, I do quite like that. You kind of want to be here, don't you, when you're doing the tills, so you can keep an eye on the shop, yeah. Like if somebody's going to be nicking, it's going to be from this corner, huh? Don't worry, we've got CCTV up in here, don't you worry. Yeah, let's just have a look at this. Oh, I was thinking maybe they should all go this way. Yeah, but I quite like that. I'm not a massive fan on the way the light sort of does that there. I won't lie, but you know, we kind of don't have an option because it's going to do it on one side or the other. There's only like 2 locks, not 3 in there, and that kind of is the way that that's going to stay. Kind of has to. No limit for space up in here, man. I do think these will stay as the walls for the changing rooms. I just quite like it. Like I say, it's a little bit warm almost. We do actually have curtains. We'll probably not have doors on there and have curtains. We'll stick curtains on there that you can open, indeed. Yeah, do you know, maybe we just get around that situation, right? By just having this entire ceiling be lights. Yeah, just like that, man. Again, in fact, we probably could have just used these as ceiling tiles almost, yeah. We definitely will do that in a build. That'd be quite cool. And this then needs to go there. Okay, yeah, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. That's kind of perfect. And again, we'll stick a countertop on here, yeah. And so I'm thinking if we've got 3 tills, it'll probably be like 1, 2, 3. This is where your cashiers, that's, mind you, okay, so actually they would need an extra spot, yeah? So maybe it's 2 tills. Yeah, it'll slow service down just a little touch, but that's okay. This is the little returns counter just here. Yeah, nice. So we'll top that off. Yeah, with something. Let's have a look. Yeah, I don't like the way that that corner's a bit sharp there. Although indeed, probably put that there, and there, that's where the hatch can go, right? That's the little hatch. Yeah, so you can get into the back there. Because there's no like storeroom here in this clothes shop here. You're going to need some kind of storeroom. I am really genuinely thinking that we take a little staircase down here. Now I'll tell you what, yeah, this ground is extremely hollow. So this is kind of a dangerous thing we're doing. This massive empty caves full of lava and dripstones. Very cool on the ground here. We took a little flyer a couple of streams ago, had a little look. Whether or not the walls will stay like this, I'm not sure, but it just makes sense for now. Yeah, I can hear spiders already, yeah. To kind of swap that out like that. Yeah. Okay. Let's say we don't have to actually go down too far right now, but let's just go down as far as we need to. Where's the floor here? There, you're right. Yeah, it would need to be at least there, and I'd say just for comfort, 1 more. Let's just take it there for now. And I think we'll be giving this place a little cellar. They need a little stock room here. Yeah, there's definitely some kind of cave or something here, yeah? I mean, I know for a fact that this ground is extremely hollow. Because we've been under there. Just hope that there's enough space here to, you know, to build a little cellar here almost. Yeah, they kind of be here, right? And again, we'll just designate where the walls are with this for now, but probably swap that out soon. Yeah, see, that's cool. And I guess actually maybe what we will do just here, see how that fits. Make it nice and light down there. I'll turn this into a staircase, right, for sure. Okay, we've got a little cellar there. Now they do have to lug the clothes up the stairs, I'm afraid. You've got to be quite fit to work in this place. There's no room for an elevator here. So we won't be building an elevator here. I mean, we could in theory almost build one here, but we're not going to do that. Little staircase is all you need. That's okay. And I'm just thinking shelves right across the whole place would probably look a bit silly as well. So I just think we'll do them in batches of 3 maybe. And I kind of mix these chests up, I guess. Like have those 3 there. Those there. Yeah, I don't think the dark chests are the vibe. I just think these 3 types just like this. And then what, I guess, oh, kind of just like that almost. Yeah, I mean I am thinking maybe across here wouldn't go miss either. And I think we were short on this colour, so let's have a little fly. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, do you think that's a bit close to that side? I think we're going to leave this space here. Stick some shelves here. So, I don't know, let's just see how this feels if we take that one from there. And I'll put these there instead. Alright, beautiful. Yeah, I think so. And I think that's our clothes shop basically finished. It's effectively finished, man. So again, you know, here almost you kind of want some kind of light solution, don't you? But it won't fit the pattern, and that's kind of problematic. And we could maybe do this. Let's try this. I did want the light above the air. Okay, so that works. Yeah, I think that's it. That solves it. Right there, mum. Beautiful. Okay, next decision, yeah. We've got a couple of decisions. We'll top this off with a trapdoor of some description. I mean, I quite like this orange here, but I don't know, I just think it's all a bit much of the same. So we're done with the chests, certainly for now. Let's just put them up there. Let's just keep that there. And let's see what's in our block, man. I'm gonna have another sip of tea and we can see what we can come up with. That looks a bit metallic almost, hopefully. But is of a similar kind of orange. Yeah, maybe. This sort of ganders. I mean, we could almost bring the grey out here, but I just think there's probably enough grey in here already. Let's have a look. Well, I mean, that's certainly metallic and orange, yeah. But we definitely need the waxed variety. A bit shiny, maybe. I don't know though, we'll give that a go. Yeah, try it, just give the exposed one a quick little go as well. I'd say we don't really want any more different colours in here. Okay, so this, you're almost talking with that. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think that's the right vibe. We'll take it, just in case, but definitely not convinced by that. What was all this? Yeah, no, let's have a look. Yeah, concrete's too plain. I want it to have a little something about it. Although not be too fussy. Let's have a look at our inventory space. We've got quite a bit. I think we've got enough there, right? We've got a full hotbar practically to sort of play with there. Now let's just... I don't think we need to delete anything. I think we can squeeze in here and do this. Let's rule this one out first of all. It's a bit of a wild card, this one. Like I say, I just think the pattern will take away from the patterns of the clothes. I want something a bit plainer. So we can consider that one ruled out. Now let's rule this one out as well, because I wasn't convinced that it was the right shade. Although now I've kind of changed my mind. That looks quite good. That was probably the vibe we might be going for. Let's have a go at this one. Oh. Well, that's all right. Yeah, I think we can roll. Do you know what? That does kind of soften it up almost. let's get rid of this. That does make it a bit easier. I think we can roll the grey out. I don't think I want them to be grey, quite frankly. It's too grey, too much grey. We can rule that one out. Let's just try the copper. I'm not convinced either by the copper, truth be told. I would like to use some copper, don't get me wrong. Yeah, do you know what, of all those, I think it's actually the orange wood. That was close. And the copper's not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, again, that's almost too grey, too kind of dirty, too dingy. We don't want that. We want it to be nice and bright up in here. We've got one more to try, right? The solid copper, but I don't think so. I think we've got our winner, and I think it's these orange planks. Yeah, for sure. I love the sound that copper makes, man, when it's breaking. Yeah, it's nice. I think we can go ahead. We'll sort of take all these end ones out and swap this out, man. I think we've got a winning design here. Yeah. Yeah, this was close. This was close, man. That was close, but not quite. Definitely consider that for some shelving in another shop, man, for sure. Oh, I don't know. Is that all a bit samey? I mean, maybe we could just mix it up a touch and have like the central one here. Kind of all looks a bit samey. I mean, the orange is nice. It does make a nice shop, and it does fit against the acacia. Yeah, almost. Or maybe just if I think I was having an iron over a couple of shelves. Yeah, it's important, though, man. You know, gotta get it right. You want to be enticing to the general public. You want to get them in your store. I quite like that, actually. Just like that. Just breaking it up a bit. Use them both, and it's not all too samey. And it's kind of perfect. We can now maybe, you know, bring this in across the top here. This kind of color. Yeah, I like it. I think that's the solution right there. Cool. Let's get rid of the things we're not going to use then. All the copper, I love you, but you can go. Let's get another one of these chests in. It's just a standard chest, I'd say. And we'll stick it in the staff area. Probably will have some kind of cabinets or something behind here, truth be told. But I think just think for now, we'll stick a double chest. And we'll put some of these building blocks in. I mean, because we're kind of done with that now. Done with that. Done with that. Yeah, I mean, we'll keep the grey bricks. We might use them on the wall in the basement. Now, we'll stick a chest in there. Something to find, yeah? Oh, no. I think we're done with the chests as well, to be honest. We can grab another one anyway, can't we? So... And we're probably done with the shelves. I'll tell you what, while we're doing that, right, let's just decide on two things. Let's get some shelves. Now, I do want these types of shelves. Guess it does make sense just to go for the acacia. Maybe the jungle. I don't think we want any of these modded shelves. We've kind of used these already in the shops. You know, we're going to make this one a bit different. And I do want them to be these shelves though, because you can put stuff on them, right? And it's quite cool. If you're going to sell trainers or something like that in here, they would definitely be on these shelves. Again, maybe mix up the vibe a touch, just like the shelving units. No, but I just think we have the jungle, funny enough. It's got like orange hue in there, but it's not too orange. Not too samey. It's just nice and different. Yeah. I think that's where we have like trainers, maybe helmets on top of there or something. And I think they're probably going to need some shelves. Yeah. Like I say, I think that's pretty much it. I don't think we need to go too nuts. Probably none on there. None anywhere else, man. That's that. Beautiful. Okay, that's not too bad at all. We've kind of kitted that out. Let's stick the shelves away. Now, we've got the trapdoor on the stage just to kind of remind us, although we don't really need reminding because we're going to do it right now and pick out a trapdoor to clad the top of this work surface in. And we do also need to put some trapdoors on the front of the shop here to pick a colour. I think it's pretty obvious that the colour is going to be orange for this shop here. So we can kind of do that now, which is why we didn't do it earlier, and that will mean that we'll be using the orange mosaic glass in that little square window. It's quite exciting. It's all coming together. But yeah, we wanted to bring in the vibe of the... Let's have a look. Probably should have done it facing this way. We're trying to bring in the vibe of that granite, that polished granite here. For this trapdoor. Sorry, it's not a trapdoor, it's a work surface. I don't think the ordinary granite's going to do it. We need to kind of be a bit more selective. Almost like that, like grey trapdoor almost, but let's have a look. Kind of. I do like them. I mean, these trapdoor mod is awesome. It's almost, I'd have to say, my favourite kind of mod, just because it's so versatile. This is going to allow us to build balconies, clad buildings, make ceilings. Like, you could do so much with these things. It's so cool. Build like fake fire traps and stuff, right? We've even got a portal trapdoor somewhere. I don't know where it is right now, but it's here. You can make like a fake portal. Yeah, it's so cool. Like fake lava. Fake lava flow even. I mean, that's crazy. I hadn't actually noticed that. We've even got a techno trapdoor, man. Love it. I mean, that'd make a nice work counter in the kitchen, right? That gilded blackstone for a work counter in the kitchen. Beautiful. Beautiful. All of it. Beautiful, man. But let's not think about that. Let's think about what we're doing in this shop right now. I'm almost thinking like, yeah, like maybe the red sand trapdoor on top of the shelving unit. Or the red sandstone. That's what we took, wasn't it? Yeah, that's jumped out at me again, so that's a good sign. That might be the one that we use for the worktop here. Nothing else really is massively screaming polished granite. Even the granite itself doesn't scream polished granite to me. I almost feel duty bound to at least try that, yeah. I don't think so. And also just a wildcard. We'd always like to chuck a little wildcard in there, just in case. Now let's try the one that we thought was going to work. Yeah, I mean that does kind of work for me now. Try the mycelium. A bit more interesting maybe. I don't know, a bit more busy. It just doesn't feel as like solid. Yeah, not that. Yeah, I think we got it right straight off the bat, man. I think that's the one right there. And that's our little hatch so you can get in. Beautiful. A couple of tills on there. I wanted 3, but 2 will do. That's okay. And what about the tops of these worktops? Let's get rid of the ones we didn't use quick. Just right quick. Maybe the mycelium on top of the worktops. On top of the shelving unit, sorry. Red sand was what we were immediately thinking. Although, looking at it, I don't think so. Again, just kind of makes it all too orange almost. Yeah, I mean, that's quite cool. You know, just to tie them together as well. Although, to be fair, it doesn't look quite as cool on top of there. It would be too boring if we used that one again. Let's try the sandstone. Maybe those ones have sandstone, these ones have mycelium. Yeah, I just want to make sure they all open the same way. I'm not sure why. Let's have a look. Yeah, I'm not convinced. I'm thinking maybe they all be mycelium. Kind of like it. It's kind of nice. Yeah, it doesn't look as good with this as it does on there, but it does kind of tie the whole thing together. Yeah, I think that's it, man. We've made a decision on that as well. I think we're making forward progress. Beautiful. We can get some curtains in there. Do you know, I didn't intend for this to stay. I really didn't, but I'm almost thinking that perhaps it could. Yeah. I don't know, a bit samey maybe if we take that away now. No, actually no. I think that does come like that. We'll leave that under there. That's a nice firm foundation for the tills. Alright, yeah, beautiful. Let's get some curtains on here, yeah. And I think we're going to go for something different. We want to kind of change up the vibe a little bit. We'll probably put a little couple of cabinets in there, handy for storage, right? We've got a chest and we'll have a couple of cabinets. Maybe just 2 there, nice and simple. Don't worry about that too much right now. Let's just have a think about some curtains. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe just something real simple like black almost. And we've got a few different options on curtains here. We've got like kind of more plain ones here. Or like more fancier ones. Let's just try the black ones and see how they feel. Okay, so yeah, okay, yeah, like that, yeah. Yep, saying it's quite cool, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I quite like that, and also these have got the gold ribbon in them, which does kind of tie it in. Yeah, that'll work in other builds, but not here. You want a bit of privacy, you can sneak in, shut it. I honestly thought they'd open together, but I don't mind the fact that they don't. That's cool. Yeah, and in fact, you know, almost quite like the fact that they don't. You just kind of leave it open like that. Yeah, it's nice. I was thinking maybe you'd have a chest there or something, but I don't know. We can do that last. We can. I'll leave a spare curtain in there as well. Stick some trapdoors. Okay, so that's for the front of the shop. We'll keep those there. And I think we're done with the light. Oh no, okay, so lights for the basement. Anything that we're going to use in the basement, I think we'll just stick up here. Yeah, I mean, we could go for a different floor in the basement. Yeah, it wouldn't make sense to have your floor made out of wood in the basement, would it? It'd all get all rotten. So I think maybe we use stone for the floor down there. Alright, that's our shop, man. Our shop. We do need to kit it out, right? With all these clothes. Now comes the fun part, to be fair. Because like I say, we just got to, you know, go through the inventory, get every single type of armor in. But more than that as well, right? We've actually got to make some armor. We've got to get the trims. We've got to get smithing table. In fact, maybe that's what could go here. Like a smithing table. Have like a smithing table set up there with some armor trims and stuff. Hadn't really considered that. Let's have a look. Where else? Quite like there being clothes on the way in, yeah. Like almost like here you could have one. No, I think here. Let's do that. Should we get a smithing table? We're not going to make armor right this second, however. That will remind us that that's something we need. There we go, look, right there. So smithing templates, yeah. We're going to have one of each of these available in the store. For definite, in a chest. But we're not going to make one of each armor, I don't think. Like I say, we'll save that little treat for... I mean, we could... You can't have it there with that shelf there. We're going to save the treat of having one of every type of armor. I think we have the smithing table right here, yeah. Kind of only makes sense. Maybe even just 2 smithing tables. You know, you might be able to make them both use one at the same time. Yeah, I'm just wondering if we have 3 separate chests here. Oh, I can't believe that that's just happened. And then we didn't lose anything. We're good, we're good, we're good. Let's just put all this stuff back in one chest, right? I have one chest which is the builder's chest. We always like to have a builder's chest. All our objects that we've used. And I think we're done with the quartz slabs for the ceilings. I guess you can have... Well, we'll keep that on us for now, yeah. I don't think we need the andesite slab. But we didn't really use it in the build, so we're probably not going to put that there. We're done with the slate glass. We can put that there. We're probably done with the acacia wood as well. I could just kind of stick that there as well, right? There we go. Wood and glass down there. Stone up there. All's right with the world. Might as well put that there anyway. Yeah, and I'm just thinking, if we do indeed, we can just have one of each type of chest behind here. And they won't connect, and they'll all have an individual purpose. One can have like... You know, I don't know, I guess like there's some netherite in there even, you know, a little treat for you. One can have the smithing templates, one can have, here's the builder's chest, one can have like some netherite, and you know, there's some of the materials you need, like redstone, emerald, amethyst, all this stuff here that you need to make your bits. That's it, that's the setup, right there. Beautiful. It's come together, man. I think it's working. We might have the stripped acacia in the basement. Oh, I remember actually, this is why we kept this on us at the basement. That's cool. Leave that like that for now. Beautiful. If I'm not mistaken, that's this place totally kitted out. We could put some tills on there. I think that'll build a vibe. Let's get our cash registers. You know, for those of you in America, you probably don't... Do you use the word till in America? Let me know, man. You know what it is, right? But you don't use it. Like, again, we know what a cash register is, but we just say till. Yeah, there you go. Look, there's your little tills. You'd have a sign, couldn't you, saying pay here, yeah? I mean, that wall does look a little bit plain. We're not really at this phase yet, but I just think we're going to stick something in there. Yeah, I guess. Just see if this looks silly. Kind of does almost, doesn't it? Let's be honest. Obvious that that's where you pay. Yeah. In fact, if anything, it would probably have to go up there. And again, we can dye it. Yeah, maybe we. Yeah, not the error. Yeah, I don't think that's necessary. I think what we could do though is just put a hint of a sign there. You can decide yourselves what it says. That's nice. It's our little trick that we always use, and I use it for a reason because it's nice, man. It works. Yeah, so get that up. Nothing here. I just thinking it's just going to block up this entry, right? It's going to be too silly. This is called nice open space here by the tills. You're working behind the tills. Let's get over there. You can kind of keep an eye on the whole shop, yeah? This is probably the best one to be at, yeah? You know, there could be some nefarious business going on there. Who knows? But yeah, we've got a colour scheme now, man. It's going to be orange. So let's stick these up on here. Yeah, I want them all to go on the same, yo. Yeah. Got a colour scheme and it's orange. And I say we'll do the mosaic glass at the end of the stream, I think. Well, maybe we'll do it now. Let's do it now. We're out here. We're thinking about it. Let's do it. So we've got two types of orange, which is it's technically brown. That's okay. I think we'll use the orange proper for the shop. And that would mean that the house is going to get the brown. And I can't remember which side it goes on, but for now we're going to put it that side like that. And it would mean that this, it's a nice little brown and orange vibe up in there like that. I actually quite like that. Quite a nice little design, yeah. Yeah, beautiful. And we don't need to make a little public loo in there. You know, there's a public loo right here. Yeah, if the staff need to go, all of a sudden they've got somewhere to go. And one more thing to do here on this doorway is our modern diorite wall. We just trim this off with this. I think it's on the outside, yeah, clearly there, underneath the glass there, just like that. And we don't actually have doors on these shops, like, you know, because of the way this is. I wanted a triple door with a nice kind of sunken surround, but we don't have any doors that connect in the middle, right? It's a perennial Minecraft problem. So what we do to get around that is we put like a shutter, like a shop shutter on the inside here, man. And that'll work. I mean, we could do that now as well, yeah. Should we get all this door business out of the way? And it's a garage door. Just like this. And then we can get it all out of our inventory. Not very Victorian, but that's okay. It's very secure. And that's the priority. And these are so cool. Like, you change what's in your hand. Yeah. Nice. Let's go put these away then. Builder's chest's going to be packed, man. I don't think we need the signs in there necessarily, but if we can fit them, we'll keep them in there. The tills in there as well. Get the glass, I guess, up here. Oh, the glass there, right? Garage shutter doors. Modern diorite. I mean, it's literally packed. Kind of like to see it. And I suppose we'll put the smithing table. We'll go in there with the smithing templates, right? Down there, and then we'll put the smithing templates across there. Beautiful. And I think this black stuff we can get rid of now. There you go. We'll keep our sea lanterns. Our trusty sea lanterns. We like to keep those on us. That's potentially for the basement and that stuff. And this is just to build in general blocks. I think that's cool, man. I think we are all inventory cleared. Alright, beautiful. I don't think we need to hum and ha too much. Should we kit out these dressing rooms so that's kind of done? And then we'll dig out a basement, right? It's not going to be nothing too fancy, to be honest. I think just a nice big kind of square storeroom, right? You just need enough space there, maybe, to have a storeroom. I don't think we'll make a little break room for the staff. You know, we do that in some of the builds. Often build a little break room for the staff. But, you know, we like to mix it up, man. Do the same thing in every build. It gets boring, doesn't it? I just think we'll have a nice little storeroom down here with the clothes. Just cut a few shelves with some clothes on it. I've got a few crates, a few boxes here and there, yeah? Make it look kind of busy. Just going to take this out one by one like this. So we kind of feel that it's big enough. I mean, we could give it a bit of more of an interesting shape almost. But like almost, like that's kind of it, to be honest. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I mean, we maybe just one more, just so we give ourselves options when we're making shelves here. Don't why limit ourselves here? Oh, do you know, I bet you know where that spider is. I was going to say underneath the floor, but no, we lit it up, didn't we, underneath the floor? I think we're good. Yeah, so let's, I suppose in theory we should fill that in, but it really doesn't matter. Because we're going to clad this ceiling anyway. However, I do feel compelled to do that. Yeah, let's do this. Let's clad the ceiling. I think we do indeed just clad this whole thing in these lights. Let's see how this looks, man. We came up with the idea and we're putting it straight into action. I don't think we need to light everyone up necessarily. I mean, it would be quite cool, yeah, to do that. Well, let's just see what it looks like if we kind of do it in batches of 3 like this. Kind of looks a bit odd. Almost I'm thinking more like that. Yeah, I think so, man. I think that's pretty cool. Alright, beautiful. Yeah, what about a floor? I was thinking this originally, and then I kind of changed my mind to the stripped acacia wood. But it's not really going to rot, is it? This is Minecraft. I mean, honestly, I'm half expecting to just encounter some big hole here now. Yeah, I mean, again, we'll just have a little play here. We could get a bit jazzy, right, and actually have the floor be mostly acacia wood, but perhaps it's been repaired in certain areas, right? See if that works as a vibe. You know, I do have Recam installed on this mod pack, sure, but I tend not to use it. You know, like not unless we kind of need to. You know, it kind of takes some of the fun out of the game for me. It's handy to have, and it's certainly handy when I'm editing videos and trying to get nice shots for the thumbnails. But like in game, like now, if I kind of had a sneak peek, it kind of ruin it. Like if there's a cave there, I kind of want to stumble across it naturally almost. That makes sense. But yeah, there is some kind of cave or something here somewhere here. Definitely. I don't know, is that silly? Does that even make sense? Yeah, it makes it feel a bit more run down. Maybe we'll have a bit more of a run down kind of vibe in here. I'm kind of liking this, you know, almost for a wall. At least maybe here where the staircase is. Yeah, should we, speaking of staircase, should we get a staircase in here? That's a bit dangerous, isn't it, to take that one away? Let's get that acacia back. Let's, I think actually what we'll do is... There shouldn't be any spiders in there. We lit that up, yeah, that's lit up pretty good, that one. Let's put these here like this, right? And put the staircase on top of those, I'd say. Let's have a look. What kind of staircase would do us here? There's something real simple, yeah? Almost like that. Kind of fits in the vibe of the building, but it's a little bit different. Yeah. Oh. Perfect. Yeah, I mean, this was already here, and like I say, I suppose we could swap it out, but I don't see that we need to. That kind of feels okay for me. And I'm even thinking that we just have this right across here like this. On the bottom, at least. Yeah, let's do the corners as well. Let's be all professional about this. Yeah, but I think we made pretty good time here. We kicked this place out in under an hour. I think we've got time to make a little basement. Probably going to take an hour now to make a hammer and fill this place, haven't we? But that's cool, that works. Let's just see what we want on the top of this now. If anything, indeed, like I say, maybe I'll swap some of this out, but I don't know, I'm thinking this might just work. Oh, okay, that's the actual pavement there. It's kind of perfect there almost. That's worked out well. I mean, we did want this stuff. I don't know though. Yeah, that kind of works. That works. We do have 4 blocks of this. Was it light grey? Let's make our life a little bit easier here. Yeah, it's definitely a cave underneath us. That doesn't surprise me one bit, that moment. Like I say, we will, maybe we'll have a little fly there. I'll have a little show you before the end of the stream. Yeah, I do actually kind of like that. I'm thinking maybe we bring this out here as well. I don't know. Probably just there, right? Keep these walls like that. Let's have a look. If we were to take this up, yeah, in 2s, would that work? Not kind of really, almost. I kind of like it almost. Kind of makes more sense for it to be made out of this than that white stuff. And maybe that white stuff's just on the bottom. Yeah, I don't think that pattern's right, but I think the idea is sound. But again, see, oh yeah, I think we're okay. Yeah, we can do this. Probably better off just coming up in 1s, almost like that, just to there. Yeah. What have we done here? So this one layer like this. Oh, okay, see, so I figured something like that might happen. Oh, okay, so actually that one can stay, that's cool. Beautiful. He's working, she's working. Tight little spot, this, there we go. Okay, so what's that doing here? Yeah, that's interesting, huh? Let's just see what happens if we do leave that one there like that, and we allow this to be like this. We like our symmetry here, I won't lie. I mean, we just have that, the top there like that. Yeah, okay, so that kind of works. I don't think I want this visible from the shop almost, just like that. I mean, do these ones have to stay? Yeah, it's that one, right? Oh yeah, all of those. Okay, no, that's cool, man. That's cool. That's the compromise right there. And you come in here and it's like this. And again, I just think that makes the floor look like it's kind of been broken over the years, been repaired. I think it might be a bit much, but we'll try a bit here. Which way we put these? Yeah, that works, man. That's nice. Alright. Now we got rid of all our trapdoors, yeah. All I think we're going to have down here is nice simple shelves. So let's make the, do you use a similar trapdoor but a different colour, huh? And I do actually want to put stuff on these shelves. We can't use that space there. But if we do them here, we can have something on top of them and something below them as well. That kind of makes sense, yeah. I was thinking maybe we do have built units down here. Yeah, perhaps. Fully convinced by that. It could be a matter of yeah. Which way have we done this? Yeah, not like that, huh? Alright. Yeah, okay, that works. That works, that's cool. So okay, maybe just here though we just have shelves. Well, let's just play with this and see. Maybe we'll have like a chest maybe there or something. Oh, we can't, can we, if we do that? Let's just have a little play with this. How about the feel, man? Take it down. Yeah, it feels. Yeah, that works for me. That's just a nice, simple little storage room. Huh? Kind of got a dead space here almost. Maybe we just have the shelves just here on the wall. No, I don't think so. I think if anything, we'll just probably just have like a chest there or something. Yeah. Okay, so let's quickly do that, man. Let's just get a chest in and let's make it different. Like a more darker kind of variety, yeah? And just to balance that off as well, you know, I'll have something kind of random like a bamboo chest. But I don't think it hurts, does it, to stick an e-chest down here? I'm pretty sure we've got an e-chest on us, so we could put an e-chest available as well to take. I don't see why you wouldn't do that. Okay. And a netherite chest, man. I think that does us just like that. And we've also got crates, man. I want to stick some crates down here, and definitely like a few, like a spare armor stand almost, right? Just kind of dotted around the place. Wherever we've got space, like most of these spaces are taken over. All that's like dead space. Yeah, I mean almost kind of like that. Let's just have a look. Definitely thinking the netherite chest just works there like that. Yeah, for sure. Just kind of randomize this up a bit, yeah? I'm sticking another netherite one in there just because. Yeah, too much of the same there, man. Let's stick a normal Minecraft chest in here as well. Just to mix it up. Beautiful. I think that'd be too cramped at the door there. I'm not sure. No, that works, that works. Makes it feel all busy in here, yeah? I mean, almost like this is kind of what I want, just to feel real random. Yeah, just like that almost. Okay, cool. Let's get some of these crates. I guess the acacia crate makes sense, yeah? I do like these bottle crates, I won't lie. So we'll use one of those. And something a bit more plain. The dark oak to go with the dark oak chest. The jungle crate to mix it up. Now what's our inventory like? We're okay. Yeah, I'm not going to fill these shelves with crates. Just stick a few here and there. Probably might not even use them all looking at it. Yeah, I just almost think like that. Kind of perfect. This is a storeroom. This is just where you keep all your spare clothes and your bits and bats. Nice and simple. Yeah. Wondering if there should be something on the wall there, like a shelf. But do you know, I don't think so. I think that's cool, man. Just like this. Well, you know, we'll stick a few random whatever bits of armor we've got left over. We'll chuck on here. That's what it's for, yeah. And then right at the end of it, yeah, we've got a nice packed e-chest there. Do you know what? We can probably put our shovel away. It's been on us a long time and we don't actually need it technically. That's cool. We've got an e-chest in the e-chest. Lots of stuff, man. That's cool. Yeah, and I'm just thinking, right, we'll put these chests away in a chest. This one's right there. So let's put the crates in a crate. And the bottle crate. And we'll put the chests in a chest. This one, yeah? It's right there. It's a win, actually, because you got the netherite chest there, man. And I think we'll put the e-chest somewhere else. In fact, what we'll do is swap that over. We'll just keep one of those. We don't need. We can keep 15 of them in there. That's it, you know, just random. And then we'll stick some more random stuff in these. When we come down, let's look at that. Now, how crazy is that? That's like so OP. I love those netherite chests. That's why we've got some in our e-chest, man. Just to remind us how cool they are, yeah. Yeah, that's beautiful, man. And sometimes I put a little chair there as well. Maybe we'll just put one seat and leave those as like standing counters, but there's a little chair there just in case your feet are hurting, get a little bit tired. It'll just be a little one. Yeah, maybe that might work. It's not encouraged, but you can sit on that if you want to. So it should be civilized. There we go. Yeah, beautiful. And this, I think now officially fills that chest there. Beautiful. Okay. Oh, that happens, doesn't it, now and again? Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, no. I don't know what's going on with that there. Right, beautiful. So yeah, I'm going to take a little break. What's that? 139 into that, yeah. And we're done. What do you say? It's kitted out, decorated, ready to receive stock. Now, as you can probably tell by my throat there, it's very dry. And a nice cup of tea. And then I'm going to come back literally a little 5 minute. No more than, I say usually 5 minutes. It's usually about 8 minutes. I don't know why. It always kind of works out the same. I like that little storeroom. This works. A little broken floor pattern. I wasn't convinced, but that kind of works. Not enough light. Feels random. Not too fussy. Kind of perfect. Next customer, please. I don't know where you're supposed to queue here, right? We like to queue in this country. You just kind of queue here almost. Now, hopefully there won't be a queue. There's two tills. There's swift surface up in this place. Yeah, that's what you're after, and that's what you'll get. Again, I was considering having chests at the front here, but I don't think so. I think we kind of just leave these spaces plain. If anything, you might have a little couch almost, right? If you're trying on your shoes or something, do a couple more bits before I take a 5-minute break. Not a couch, what is it? Oh, is it a settee? What's this? A set 1 footrest. Okay, I'm looking for settee, but a set 1 footrest might work. That is exactly what I was kind of looking at. I don't like the hitbox on it, but that's nice. That's exactly what we needed. Somewhere you can sit to try on your shoes. Just like that. And I guess in here also, that would make sense. That's what you sit on to do your changing, right? That's what you get changed on. You sit on there, or you put your, you put your clothes on there. Let's get a tripwire hook. All these covered up with tripwire. That's crazy. It's right there. Okay, so you do need somewhere to like hang your bits right. I think we'll have like a mirror here. And I think that's where you hang your garments. As they're waiting. Perfect. And let's do that thing then. Let's do this thing. Let's get a mirror. And I'm probably thinking the dark oak vibe. Definitely not acacia. It would just be too much all of the same. Maybe even a birch. Let's try this. Yeah, that kind of lightens it up a bit, doesn't it? You know, you want to check your back as well, don't you? Yeah. Just like that, man. Nice and simple, yeah? Little changing room. I mean, you could in theory argue you want a carpet or something in here, yeah? It's a little bit just a wooden floor, but no. That's okay, man. That's how it is. I mean, maybe we could try like a bit of carpet. I think it'd probably be too much. I'm not averse to just trying it and seeing. But okay. I see, so you can't actually get in underneath it. That's cool. Oh, we've broken again. More trouble than this birthday's carpets. Yeah, I guess that is a bit cozier, isn't it? Let's be honest about things. Let's do that. Let's give them a bit of carpet underfoot. You know, you'll be taking your shoes off. Your bare feet. Let's get him another curtain. So, what have we done here? Okay, there we go. And you know, footrest there as well. I've not used these footrests. Didn't know they were in here. Again, the hitbox isn't ideal, yeah. But that's okay, man. Visual is. That's your little changing room. A little bit cozier underfoot. Beautiful. We'll leave this here just like that. And again, we could have signs that say change here, yeah. But I just think that this actual signs with actual words on them look a bit silly almost. So I think we just have one there. And again, it's just like a notional kind of sign that says change here. Maybe the dark oak? Maybe the grey. Who could say? I'm thinking the grey. Yeah, that makes sense for me. That just a nice bit of decor. Almost matches the curtains, doesn't it? Kind of nice. Change here, right? It's not male, female. It's all unisex. You just get in there. Stop mucking about. Get changed. Nice. Alright, beautiful. That's the perfectly placed now. We've done the changing rooms. We've done the stock room. We've kitted out the till area. We've kitted out the shop. The only thing we need to do now is stock the shop. It's going to be quite fun, yeah. Like I say, we'll have to do a bit of head scratching. Definitely know the fanciest armour is going to be up the front here, yeah. So, you know, the coloured trims with the diamond armour with the colour. I don't know, who knows, right? We'll have to play with that. We'll be up at the front here. Probably have your standard armours across there maybe, and your leather armours on this side, right? All dyed leather. And your fancier trim ones inside there. Kind of makes sense to me, that. And like I say, I'm not even sure if there's secret options, because I don't think you can trim. I think it has to be like metal armour. I don't think you can trim leather armour, right? I don't know if I'm mistaken there. We'll try, but I don't think you can. So like there's going to be trimmed different types of like, you're going to have trimmed diamond armor, right? Trimmed gold armor, trimmed iron armor. So we'll just have to figure out exactly where we're going to kind of put these things. You know, it's not all going to be trimmed like every single design. Like I say, you know, this is a small local clothes shop. They've got a little selection for you, and you can pick up well. You will have your standard ones across here, yes. So like leather, iron, gold, all this, yeah. To diamond, netherite, and I guess we can stick an enchanted one in there as well, and that will kind of fill out that perfectly. And then we'll have the ones with some trims on them there, some little bit of colour there, some plain kind of leather ones here, I guess. Almost, right? You don't want a load of plain leather now. I'll just have dyed leather ones here. I think we will have one of every type of dyed leather, and then we'll see what we can do with the trims, because like I said, I've got plenty of smithing templates in my long-term world, but I can tell you something, I've only ever made one piece of armor there and I liked it, and then that's the one I wear, and like I haven't made any more. I just haven't. I've got the smithing templates and they just sit in the chest, so this will be the first time I've ever had a proper play, and admittedly we're in creative so I haven't earned them, but I have earned them in my long-term world, so we'll just pretend that we're there doing it. It's fine, man. Yeah, I don't know, that feels a bit blank, that wall, but I think it's okay to have a blank space. It's the changing room, you don't want people to feel harassed. I mean, maybe... Yeah, no, that's not working. It was worth a try, Yeah, cool, let's take a little 5, yeah? Let's go make a fresh cup of tea. Let's come back and let's stock this place up. Should we keep ourselves safe whilst we go make our cup of tea? Okay, let's get back to it, man. We've got a fresh cup of tea. Back to game. Let's do this. Yeah, let's dump all this stuff out of our inventory, yeah? We know this chest is full, so it's time to start filling these chests down here in the storage area with some random bits. Now, again, I think more in the crates, I suppose we'll have some random bits like this. A couple of mirrors. There is another armor stand there, which we don't need. Put those in there. Let's take the footstool, curtain, tripwire hook, and that one there. We will put some better stuff in these as well for sure, right? We're going to come down here when we've got our smithing templates and all this going, you know, kind of stick that stuff in here as well. Now let's just put this stuff in here. Kind of random, almost useless. Now, you never know what might be handy to just pick up as you're wandering around the city, yeah? Yeah, put a bit of wall down there, yeah? Why not? And the lights, there we go. And that's it really. I think most of this stuff can probably just either go in the chest upstairs now, on top of the other stuff, or just be deleted. Yeah. I mean, that's cool, to be honest. We can kind of keep this stuff. We did use this a lot in the build. We didn't actually use that, so let's do that. Let's get rid of that. We did use that on the stairs, but that's fine. Get rid of that. Yeah, we'll keep them. Keep that. Let's have a look. Did we have a spot for that in here? Maybe. No, that's cool, man. That's cool. Let's just keep this just like this. Don't really need the dirt on us, but we'll keep it. We've got inventory space there. To be fair, we do probably need all the inventory space, sorry, that we can muster, right? Let's be honest about this. So, we can't put anything in those bottle crates. Let's just pick one. There we go, this one here. Just randomly, a bit of grass and some blocks there. Just like that. And to be honest, we are done with these brown blocks now. The next build next door is going to be a different colour. It's going to be a different type of brick. So we don't have to worry about that. We're just going to randomly put these in there and maximise our inventory space. And a sea lantern, why not? Perfect. Now these are the stuff that we keep. We may well use these glow item frames again, so we'll kind of keep that on us. Beautiful, beautiful. Right, let's get busy, man. Let's get away from Mobville down there. And let's start kitting this place out. Now this is our little workstation. So let's start working. Let's get this done. If we go into our inventory, the first thing we want to do, right, is get our smithing templates. Now we're just going to take a full stack of every single one of these. I guess you might as well just take a full stack of smithing tables as well. So what we got here? Sentry. Okay, we're going to get a lot of flashes, I guess, because I haven't used these. Alright, so where did we get up to there? Alright, so I think we'll just take a full stack, throw them down there for now. There's some real fancy ones here, yeah? We'll take a look. I think we probably will end up making at least one of each type of these, you know. I don't see why we wouldn't almost. You know what, we're not tight in this city. We're quite generous. If you hunt about the place and you open the chests and you're bothered to come in to have a look, you want to be rewarded for that effort, don't you? But the other thing we're going to need, right, is leather armor, right? So let's get all the armors. How much inventory slots? We've got quite a few there. It's at 9, isn't it? Yeah. 15 slots there, so... Oh, it's just armor, isn't it? Without a U. So again, it's just one of each of these, yeah. I think, again, we'll probably just start at the top and work our way out. I think we'll take the kind of trolley stuff first, yeah. Let's just have the leather and the chainmail for now. And since we've got inventory slots, right, we'll take the random stuff as well. So the turtleshell helmet and this wildfire crown, like I don't even know what that does, but it's there, it exists. So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, and we could take the horse armor as well. I mean, you might want to dress your horse, yeah. Now I don't know, but do the trims work on horse armor? I can't imagine that they do, I must admit, but they mightn't they? Let's just swap these out for now. And let's just put these random bits on the shelves where we kind of wanted them. And then that's sort of done almost. And again, we will stick some of them in the chests as well. I think this is kind of top shelf stuff, yeah. Definitely. A little turtle helmet. Little wildfire crown. Yeah, well spaced apart there. And I think hopefully we can get all these 4 horse armors on here. Put them in order. Yeah, we can, there's plenty of space. Okay, so we can put them up a little bit. Yeah, beautiful. Just like that, man. So just your kind of randoms. There's like almost like one slot available in the middle there, isn't there? Not sure what that's for just yet, but... And I guess it would kind of make sense almost to put these in here. Just get them out of our inventory. We might have a little play just to see if you can put trim on a horse armor, but I'm pretty sure you can't, right? We'll just put those in there for now. Now we've got options. What do we do first? Do we dye leather first, or do we make some fancy trims first? We haven't got the fancy armor, have we? So let's dye some leather. So let's get some dyes. We're going to do a bit of science here as well. We'll kind of have to almost, because we've got ordinary colours, yeah, all the micro, but we've also got these ginger dyes, like these Dye Depot is the name of the mod, right? Again, a mod I would definitely recommend. Very cool to get all these extra colours. Now I don't know if these extra colours work, but again, we're just going to take a full stack. I think we'll just do it. That's all vanilla stuff there, as is the brown, and then we get to our first modded in dye and we can do some science. So we can make some leather armour. We will need a crafting table, won't we? I hadn't thought about a crafting table. And again, I think we'll just take a full stack because we can put them away in the chests downstairs. Alright, so we must beware now. We actually haven't got any inventory space left. So, can we ditch anything here? Not really. Let's get down into the basement. And let's start putting some better stuff away. Now if you've opened this, you're going to want to be rewarded, yeah? It's not a great reward, but we'll put out, you've got in our very own personal e-chest there. And even a potion of reaching, because we're not using that right now. Okay, so we've got 3 inventory slots. We need the crafting table. And so let's go upstairs and place a crafting table. I mean, you really don't need 2 smithing tables, so maybe we just have 1 smithing table and 1 crafting table. would almost make sense, right? I don't like the fact that it's kind of unbalanced now, I must admit. Let's have a look. Maybe like that, and maybe like this. Yeah, I think we have a crafting table and a smithing table on either side. Just like that. Alright, and now we can actually ditch these crafting tables, yeah? Give ourselves another inventory slot, so I think we'll just take 16. Who needs 16 crafting tables? I've made some interesting builds just using crafting tables alone. So, you know, you might want 16 crafting tables. They make a quite nice floor sometimes. We get another double chest there. Beautiful. So what's this now? 1, 2, 3. We've got 4 inventory slots. So let's just see what we can do with this leather armor here now. So again, it's just one at a time, isn't it? So it's kind of, yeah. I mean, that is what we're going to do, isn't it? Oh, okay. So of course you do lose that. You get that inventory slot back, as it were. So that's pretty cool. Actually, the smithing tables we can lose as well. I mean, this is a bit of a grind now, I won't lie. I mean, in theory, some of this maybe I should do off cam, yeah? Let me know. Because doing this for every single colour is kind of absurd, but it's the exact kind of absurd grind that I enjoy doing. I'm not going to lie. So actually, we've got 4 inventory slots, so we'll just use each die at a time. Maybe we didn't need to take all these dies all at once. I mean, you obviously cannot die, right? Chainmail. It's worth a try. Like I said, we're going to do some science here. But I think we'll have the chainmail armor. Decide where to put that. And what have we used now? The white. We're done with the white now, in theory, see? I mean, in theory, you could make another set to put in the chests or something, but I don't think so. I think we'll just put the dye in the chests. So, in theory, we'll put ordinary leather there. And then this will be the white one. Just like this. This looks like iron armor, right? Ooh. Okay, so we'd still keep, of course, we're in creative, so that's pretty cool. So, yeah, we still keep it once we've placed it. It's beautiful. So we don't need to make 2 sets of each. That's cool. Now, again, the white dye, we'll just stick that there as well. Alright. And if we go into here now and just get some more leather armor. It's a shame you can't grab these in stacks, yeah. But that's how it is. That's okay. And I think we will just, when we're doing the trims, we'll do some science on the horse armor for sure. Yeah, so let's just decide. I mean, where are we going to put the chainmail? I kind of want the chainmail somewhere almost like different. I guess just kind of right here. I think would be a safe place to just put it for now. Just so that it's done. There's not a lot we can do with this other than it just be available in the shop. So, kind of here with the random stuff, yeah? Beautiful, and that gives us our inventory slots. And again with the grey, I mean, what's the difference? I mean, we could just leave that there, yeah? Yeah, that's the way to do it. Now, here we go. Efficiency, efficiency. What we like. And let's just get some more of that leather armor. Just so we can have the actual leather armor on display as well. Beautiful. I mean, this will take all night, to be fair. I think I will just get this going on stream, right? Until it feels reasonable. And then we'll, you know, this is kind of busy work almost that I would do off cam, I won't lie. Just like I had to stock most of that builder supply store off cam, because otherwise it was like 4 hours. I'm just going to watch 4 hours if you're filling chests. No, you're asking too much, I think, of that. Let's have a look. This is nice though. I mean, this is quite nice that you get to see every piece of armor. And you know, this dyed leather armor, if it wasn't so kind of useless, it's actually quite nice. Yeah, I think we will, you know, keep them as compact as we can. as we go along, because there's more armor stands than there are chests. So it's kind of almost like 3 in each chest, yeah? That sort of works there. Yeah, that's kind of beautiful. It's a shame you don't keep it after dyeing it as well, right? That would be handy. Let's take 2 lots here. Kind of double up our efforts. I think we'll do it certainly at least all these leather armors and make a couple of trims and just pack out this store somewhat. Yeah, it's quite nice stuff, man. Beautiful. Swap that out for the black, and you know, here we go. Actually, it's not that much of a grind, to be fair. It's quite quick. We've got the quickest way to do this now. It's looking good. And then we get onto the brown, and then we get onto the maroon. See if that even works. Like, because you can make, certainly you get like maroon beds, and you get like maroon banners, all that stuff. It works for. Whether or not you can use it to dye leather armor is something that I do not know. I like the black one, yeah, it's nice. Yeah, and then these ones can go in there. Along with the respective dye. I suppose it makes sense to put the dyes next to the actual armors themselves, right? And that is indeed what we've done there. That's cool. Right, so let's just expedite this, man. I mean, there's 32 colours, so if we were going to do this 32 times, as well as doing the trims, it's fun, it's chill. I mean, maybe I should just have a sip of tea, right? Literally. It's more like a big gulp of tea. Kind of necessary at this point here, man. Yeah, I don't know what we're going to stick in there, to be honest. I think like enchanted ones. I won't mind. It looks a bit plain this wall. We'll sparkle it up with some enchanted armour up in there, yeah? Use our trusty crafting table. And actually we've got more slots, so we can get 3 lots of leather armour going at a time. So, what's the brown even do? Because it kind of is brown. Nothing. Is that even doing anything? It makes it slightly darker, I think. Alright, well, okay, that's something. Okay, so here's the science. It does. You do get a marooner. That doubles our workload. But you know what? That's still cool. Dye Depot, man. Highly recommended. Very cool mod. Necessity, I would say, for any mod pack. Certainly if you're a builder. But yeah, that does mean... Oh, it just says leather cap, right, regardless. So that just looks almost like leather, doesn't it? But it's not. That's leather, and that's brown leather. Is there any difference? I'm not sure. Let's have a look. Let's put that up there anyway. You'll know what's going on when you open the chest. You'll see that's the brown leather right there. Alright. This is the maroon leather. Beautiful. Alright, yeah, we've got a slot here. I can get like 3, maybe 4 lots of armor in here. Let's do this. I think 3 at a time, certainly for now. Save us confusing ourselves. Beautiful. And then let's get to our dyes. It's just sort of maroon, so again, because now we can just take 3 lots of dyes. And let's just see, they're all modded in there now, yeah? So up to the coral. And let's just see how much space we've got. Yeah, so that would have kind of been it, right? That's cool. Riveting streaming is this. Nice though, yeah. It's amazing that you can get all these colours, man. I'm really pleased by this. Really quite impressed by these mod makers as well. It's really kind of attention to detail. I'm sure it wasn't easy to get all this coding done. But get it done they did, man. Just like we're going to get this armour done. Okay, so it actually doesn't matter where you put it in there. That feels a bit cursed, but yeah, that's cool. And I'm pretty sure some of these will just look the same. I mean, is that any different to the red armour? I'm not sure. Let's put the coral in there. And again, that's just a slightly lighter brown leather armour for you. We really should just take a crafting table over here, shouldn't we? That would probably be sensible. Let's just continue, man. Let's just get this done, man. It's beautiful. I'm loving it. I'm not gonna lie. Wow, I don't love that. I'm not gonna lie about that either. Yeah, now that's quite a cool one. Alright, so let's ditch these. I mean, we might have to actually get more efficient here, because otherwise we're going to run out of chest space, aren't we? Okay, so we've got space here. Let's go. Let's do this. Oh, that was the rose. Oh, I see, that was just red. I was going to say, yeah, I thought that was like a modded in colour. That is just typical red dye right there. I mean, this chest system might kind of work. I'm not sure. And a bit of coral dye. There we go. Now let's get our next lot in. I mean, maybe it was a mistake here. It might be easier, quicker, I should say, if we didn't have all these smithing templates on us right now. But honestly, I think doing 3 at a time is kind of manageable without getting confused. Yeah. Bang. No. Bang. Bang. And then again, you just go in and get dye. And then we get the next 3 lots of dye. So we were up to coral, so now ginger, orange, and tan. Nice. Let's do this. We're alright, we're alright. We run back here, we do the thing, and it's all good. Now, is there any difference? Look there, it's a bit lighter, yeah? Almost identical. Not quite. All a matter of taste for you. You can pick and choose what you like at the store here. Beautiful. I mean, this is a lot of entities. I'm pretty sure each one of these armor stands counts as like an entity, doesn't it? So let's hope this, you know, this mod pack doesn't freak out on us. But yeah, let's just swap you guys out with you guys. Put you there, put you there. Keep ourselves organised here. Yeah, see, he keeps doing that. It's not exactly comforting. That was the ginger. And you know, honestly, I can't remember which one was which. I'm pretty sure that was just a plain. No, that was the tan, right? So let's just put the tan there. This is the orange. I mean, if we had to stick a few extra chests in, have a work out of this, we're kind of going to have to, yeah. Let's get another chest. Just see how that looks. Now, honestly, I can't remember what colour that was. I think it was the jungle one. Okay, so it will connect, won't it? This is the problem with that. So maybe we get smart about this. Maybe use one of these modded in chests. or one that's different altogether. Let's have a look. I think we discounted the spruce. I don't think that's too bad. I think that's okay. That's cool. Yeah, we can put the orange one here. And we'll just do that where we need to, man. Just bulk out the chest system wherever we need to. And we'll just use the spruce for that. Let's stitch this. In there. And let's go round again, man. Another 3, and I'm pretty sure we're kind of certainly over halfway with these leather hammers now. And then the dye. And we were up to the tan dye, right? So beige. Yellow. And amber. Wow. There is a lot there. I'm quite keen though. We'll get this done, man. We'll get this done. The beige. Wow. At least you get to see what every single one looks like here, if nothing else here, man. I mean, this is science. I didn't even know if this was going to work with these dyed colours, but it does. What is that? Oh, I see. That's a little road marking. That's how you make the road marking. That's interesting. There's more science. Inadvertent science even there getting done. Amber. Like a darker version of the yellow, yeah? I'm confusing myself now. There we are. No. Yeah, I want to keep those smithing templates honest, man. I do, just because they kind of belong with us. Special, aren't they? Really, you should earn them, shouldn't you? But, you know, when you're exploring this city, if you stumble across this place, you'll have all the templates you need. Yeah. Should we, so, I don't know, just try and keep it a little bit more organised. Put this one away straight away. So that we can then just bring this one down. Because they kind of look similar, these, and I don't want to mix them up. Yeah, so the yellow one was this one, right? There's the amber. Beautiful. All right. We do need another pair of trousers, but in the right order, please. Okay. And we're up to the amber. Olive now. Lime, nice classic ones, and forest. Nice. Yippa. Okay, olive. That is an olive green, isn't it? Nice. The classic lime. Alright. And again with these, they're probably... Oh, they don't look that similar, do they? I think you can tell the difference here. That's cool. Beautiful. So, where are we now? Olive. Let me just swap these out. These again, right? I mean, I'll be honest, I may well end up using this shop myself. You know, you want a bit of armour, you can either fish through and make new smithing templates, or just come to the shop and just grab it, man. I mean, it's kind of the point of the thing, yeah, if you think about it. Alright. I think we'll do something simple. Once we've done all these leather armors, we'll do something simple and then stock it out with these standard, nice Minecraft metal armors. And like I say, you can dye each one of these in the trim, can't you? Those 4, isn't it, I think? The iron, the gold, the diamond, and the netherite. But we won't be making every single one. Like, you know, we're not going to use every smithing template on every type of metal. That would be crazy. It would be worth doing. But not really also. Like I say, this isn't Clothes Superstars, it's a little local shop. They specialise in dyed leather, it seems. They're a bit of a completionist, but not, you know, we're not going to take it that far. We'll just pick out a little selection, and then we'll just store the little selection out there. I think we will at least use every smithing template at least once. I think that's our limit, yeah? However many smithing templates there. What is there, like 11 of them or something like that? Then we'll make 11 types of armor, yeah? But each one will be a different metal, and that'll be our kind of, that's how we're going to kind of work it out. So we were up to the forest, so let's go on green. Verdant. Until nearly there now, man. Nearly there, man. This is it. Ooh. So, green, I guess, first. That'll do. Nice. And then verdant. They are different, right? Distinctly different. No doubt. And then teal, right? Yeah. Did we? Ah, yeah. Beautiful. Do you know, thinking about it, there's so many types of armor in this game here, because all these as well, with all the possible enchantments you can get, like in the clothing superstore, that will be a grind. I'll have to release a grind, another grind stream, which is where we will indeed go through every available option. Maybe not every single enchantment, who knows, right? That would be kind of crazy. You know, all the usual ones. So you'll have, like, you know, ones with Frostwalker. Oh, you know, I can't even remember right now what all the options are, man. But, you know, some of them are kind of mutually exclusive, aren't they, almost? But again, I'm confusing myself. We're on this one. That's it. That was those 3 colours. Yeah, we started on the green. Yeah, that's it. Let's do this. You. No. You. Yeah, okay, we got this. And then you in there also. And let's just have another look, because once again, I just think we're going to have to get realistic here and stick another chest in. Hopefully this doesn't look too busy. I don't think it does. I think it looks okay. I think they're fine to be split like that. I think they're okay to be solid like that. It doesn't. I just thought if every single shelf was packed full of chests, it probably would have looked like too much, but I think like this is fine. Beautiful. The teal. Alright. This is what they call a labour of love. AKA grind. And I think what we'll do, save confusing ourselves, is leave that chest there and then just have the extra set of leather. The 3rd set, if you like, up there. So, you're getting to see every single colour here. We're up to T, so, oh yes, cyan, that's a nice one here. Kind of my favourite colour next to lime, I guess. What was that? Mint and aqua. Yeah, let's carry on with the system. Let's carry on with the system. So cyan. Mint. No. Oh, that's quite pretty. That's probably my favourite green. Almost even nicer than the cyan, that mint. And aqua. Let's have a look what this looks like here. Yeah, it's kind of in between. I mean, that's nice as well. Alright. Yeah, beautiful. Getting somewhere now, man. Getting somewhere. I feel the end in sight here now. But I guess we might as well put these away. And bring these down. Now, what was that? Cyan. And then the mints. Beautiful. And the aqua. I'm getting quite relaxed now. It seemed a little bit stressy, almost like it was too much. Like, you know, should I do this or should we just do half of it? But you know, I'm here, man. Let's just do this. Get every single possible color of leather armor, every single natural bit of armor that they have, and one of each smithing templates on a different type of metal. You know, in the clothing superstore, we'll have one of each smithing template on every single metal. So every option will be here, right? And again, we'll probably enchant some of them as well, and like, you know, have at least one of all the options of the enchantments available, because it's a mega store. You expect them to have everything. But to be honest, I'm just quite interested to see what these armors look like at this point. I'm not gonna lie. So like light blue and blue, we know, yeah. But the slate, let's have a look at that. So light blue in it first. Kind of almost looks like that mint colour, to be fair. Come on. No silly beggars now, there's no time. We're on the grind here. That's nice though, that blue one's nice. That plain blue is quite a nice one. I like that. So let's not confuse ourselves, let's put you there, and then the slate. Let's see what that looks like. Ooh, yeah, that's quite cool. A bit more sophisticated, that one, huh? It's like a more sophisticated kind of blue. Alright. You have to let me know, am I crazy doing this? Or does this make perfect sense to you? Do let me know. Honestly, I'm not sure. For me, it's somewhere in the middle. It does make sense, but it's also a little crazy, this, I'm not going to lie. Although it's nice to see, like I say, every single colour here. There's no other way to do it than to just do it. Yeah, I'll tell you what, we needed to bring our slate one down. Beautiful. Oh, okay, so yeah, you see, so like the chests have kind of almost gone out of sync here now. Have a look. I guess we will maybe just have to stick one in there as well. That's okay, man. It is necessary. It is what it is, man. That's necessary. Alright. Now, I did want to do some science on these leather armors as well to see if you could put the trims on the leather armor, but like, you know, I'm 99% sure that you cannot do that yet. And at this point, I'm almost glad that, that you can. I hope you can. But we'll see, we'll see. We will do a little bit of science on that. So we got to the slate. Yeah, this is it. This is the final little one now. This is the penultimate one, I should say, and then there's just 2 more. Beautiful. And we're getting some nice colours now, these purple vibes in. This should be quite cool. I can't remember the order. We've just done the blue, so I'm presuming it's the navy first. Let's do that. Yeah. And then I guess the indigo. It doesn't really matter, does it? What order we do them? Oops. And then we'll go on to the full-on purple. Beautiful. Alright, yeah, man. And then just 2 more, 1, 2, 3, and it'll fill it to here. And then we've got this entire rack. It's kind of worked out perfect. That's quite a nice one. They're all nice, man, to be honest. I like it. I'm impressed with these leather dyed armors. They look pretty nifty. Yeah, see, because they've kind of gone out of sync almost here, but it doesn't matter, man. Alright. Beautiful. Like a rainbow in this place, yeah? Like, oh, look. Get a bit of air in here. I thought it was getting a bit stuffy in here, man. There we go. Yeah, that's where we were. Yeah, like just like that. It's kind of perfect also, right? Because there's 2 left and there's 2 slots here left. And that works out. So, and I think I will just take 3 lots of leather armor as well, just so there's a spare set of leather armor in the front chest there. Now we've been doing it in 3s, so let's take 3 again. And just hope that we haven't missed any of the colours out. I really don't think we have. I think we got it. I think we cracked that. And just like anything, it seems like almost impossible when you first start out. It's like it's too much to do. But actually, once you just get into it, man, just relax a little. Have a sip of tea or whatever your poison. It's okay, and then you get it done. And before you know it, it's done. It's just like the housework or the paperwork, man. It's the same. I was procrastinating and procrastinating. And as soon as you start getting into it, man, you get it done before you know it, yeah. Beautiful. Just like that. And I like it when it kind of works out to be like a full perfect chest like that. Like there's not one spare bit of coloured armour floating about in this one. Now all these chests against this wall almost can be dedicated to whatever's in here, which we don't know yet, and I haven't got room in my brain to kind of think about just yet. What we do know is that the spare leather armours can go here. And again, there's no die for this, so it kind of makes sense. You just have that there like that. I almost prefer they were split apart a bit, I suppose. Just like that. And beautiful. Okay, man, that was a grind. Again, I think probably all just trimmed arms across the front here. Should we pretend we're a pedestrian? You almost do kind of want to see some leather armor that side, I guess. But no, I think we have some trimmed stuff in these. We'll pick out our favourite 3 kind of combos and we'll put them there. You say we've actually got a lot of these to fill, yeah, that won't necessarily be filled, as it were. And I'm not concerned with filling every one of these up with something. I don't think that's not really the plan. I mean, what we need to do is have each section mean something. And this is like the leather section, and that's like update proof. Yeah, if they bring out more colors, or I stick another mod in that's got even more colors, which is unlikely but possible. Then we've got space. And again, maybe for enchanted stuff, maybe this back bit could be for enchanted stuff, right? You know, there's nothing wrong with leaving a bit of empty space and just to, you know, future-proof yourself, as it were. What we do know is we'll want one of each normal types of armor right here. So I think we do that now, and that's quite simple, isn't it? Let's be honest. So let's do that. So all minus, right, the chainmail and the leather, which we've already done. I mean, we could double the map in theory, right? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we discount the leather, which is on the other side, 1, 2, 3, there's 6 there. So I think we do indeed include the leather. We just have literally one of every type here. Once again with the leather. And once again with the chainmail. But now we start getting to the juicy stuff. A normal iron armor. Beautiful. I think you want the flashiest stuff near the window, so we'll put the leather here. We'll go up in order of rubbishness. That's a word, right? Okay, and I guess we can put you guys in here as well. That's cool. Well, we've got 3 chests and 6 types of armor, so it's perfect. We'll just put 2 in there like this. And I suppose actually we might as well do them in pairs, yeah. So let's get the gold armor as well. You know, if you're taking a little trip to the nether, this is going to be handy for you. And since we've got it right here, let's just put this in. And then get our iron armor. Now we're getting somewhere. This is a little bit more simple. Just one of each type. What we need. Where's the shoes? Beautiful. Take your pick, man. Come in, have a browse. Choose your rags. Stick them on. Bob's your uncle. Now the good stuff. Yeah, if you have a netherite up in here as well, you can get anything you want up in this shop, man. Why wouldn't you? Not going through all this and leaving out the good stuff. That's for sure. Although this is in the blind spot in the shop where it could get nicked, ironically, but that's okay. You don't need to nick it. It's free. Take it. It's all yours. First come, first serve, innit, yeah? There we go. Okay, so that's another section done. Beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. And then again here, I was thinking for the trims, yeah. So I don't know how many trims. There's like 11 trims. 1, 2, 3. Kind of worked out perfectly, really, just by chance, yeah. It's like almost an extra one on the end there, but you know, that's cool. We'll figure out what to do with that. Just stick another one on there, yeah, different colour. And that's kind of it. That's all we have to do now is the smithing template ones. Beautiful. So let's get here. And again, I think we will keep this for enchanted stuff. And maybe we'll just do a couple. We'll stick an anvil in here as well, right? I don't know where or how. Kind of there, I guess. Let's do that right now. We don't want no broken anvil, man. We want a fully functional, clean anvil. Maybe the other way around, like. That getting your way now as you're going through a little bit, but that's okay. Eh? You squeeze past, man. Yeah, okay, so have a look. Okay, so we don't need the smithing tables on us, we don't need the amber. Let's just go take a little trip down here. Ditch some more of this stuff. Some of these chests haven't been used. I guess I'm kind of compelled to put the really good stuff in here, yeah. And again, I just think 16 smithing tables. There's only 16 smithing tables. How tight is that, yeah? I guess it makes sense. Maybe we just put like some smithing tables in each of the crates. Just because, right? And then just kind of like whatever, to be honest here. Just stick them like wherever, yeah? Yeah, there, just like that, man. We might need that chest. That is the one thing that will keep on us. Again, these actual smithing templates themselves. I don't know if we're going to need those, because we just make our own armor, don't we? You only need those to make netherite armor, don't you? That's interesting. I'll tell you what, the other thing we could use down here. I don't know if 64 is too much. I don't want to be too generous. It's kind of crazy. But I do think it kind of makes sense almost. You're going to do something to do it properly. Oh, I just clicked something, man, on my computer, which I didn't want to. Oh, when gaming hubs come up, I hope you don't see that on the stream. Taskbar across the bottom of Windows. If you float too low on the screen, like it kind of opens it up. Yeah, like you could just go away. Thankfully, I'm in the chest and close that. And that can go away. Just bear with me 1 second. Let's just get rid of it. Doesn't want to cooperate. It's quite frustrating. Let's just forget about that for 1 second. Let's put these in. You know, if you've come down here, you want it to be worthwhile, yeah. So let's kind of make it worthwhile. It's completely random. I don't know if there'll be enough to go in every chest, and I don't really care, truth be told. All I care is that we get it out of our inventory. You don't need to have the smithing templates, I just realised. Yeah, we've done that one. Done that one. Right, let's put these in here. And more in the chests, I'm thinking, as opposed to in the crates. Yeah, this open gaming hub seems determined to stay open. I'm just going to pretend like it's not there. Right. Okay, let's crack on with the mission, man. Crack on with the mission. We haven't got time for that kind of nonsense. Okay, so we don't need smithing templates, right? All we need, in theory, right, is these and whatever it is that we want to make the colours that we want. But before we do that, we need to get some armour. Now, like I say, it is kind of all a bit tricky this now to kind of keep on top of it. I think we start off with iron. Just makes sense. And let's have a look in our inventory slots. How many have we got? Yeah, so I don't know, what is it? It's redstone, right? It's all this good stuff here. Where's all the gold and stuff? Yeah, I thought they were there. That's strange. Alright, let's just do this the old-fashioned way. Yeah, amethyst is the other one as well, yeah, and quartz. I mean, we could just search. There's all the gold, there's all the gems, man. Alright, let's get rid of that. Do this the old-fashioned way, fine. In fact, if we search ingot, right, there we go, there they are. Where are they hiding from us then? Copper. Iron, isn't it? Iron is one, isn't it? Gold, not netherite. Yeah. Alright, let's just do the ones that we know. I know emerald, right? And I know quartz. I also know that the lapis, right? And the amethyst. Yeah. I think that's it, isn't it? Did we get diamonds there? No, we didn't, did we? Crazy. I'm trying to think. I think that's it. I think that's all of them. The only question is, have we got enough inventory space? Yay, we have. Okay, so that helps. Yeah, all sorts of goodies there. It's the first time we've had all this kind of stuff. I just think we'll keep them one at a time, and then we'll just go through them all one at a time like this. So it shouts at us right there, iron with redstone. So let's do that. Let's do the iron with the redstone. So, and again, we're just going to do the first one that comes, the warden, the iron, and the redstone. Ooh. And we'll make the whole outfit right. It kind of only makes sense. You can mix it up at will. Nice, nice. Nice pair of trainers there. We'll have to make a shoe shop as well, yeah. Somewhere. Okay, so I think we'll keep the ones that are done up there and keep the ones that are not done down here, separated by a little gap. Yeah. I'm almost thinking... No, we'll just do it like this for now. Just do it like this for now. Keep control of the situation. And I think we'll start right here at the window. Ooh. No. Yeah. There's actually technically, excuse me, nowhere to kind of store these. I hadn't thought about that. Yeah. A kind of slight oversight. I guess the iron stuff is here. So it sort of makes sense to put it here, doesn't it? Just like that. And I think that demands now then that we do the gold next. Yeah, let's just relax, man. Let's just go through this piece by piece and we'll let it all come together quite naturally. Now, I'm pretty sure you cannot use the armor trims on the horse armor, but we are going to try some science on that. So we naturally ended up on the gold next. So let's do some gold next, yeah. And what we've got here next, snout armor trim. And I guess we'll just keep it yellow and green, I guess. Yeah, it's quite nice, man. We'll just go through them in the order we picked them out, which was also quite random. Just randomize this whole thing. Yeah, it's nice, man. Yeah, no. Does make sense. If I just close this now, yeah, they pop back in. That's cool. Let's just keep it all organized, though. Yeah, we've got gold horse armor. Let's put you in there. The bonus gold horse armor. I presume you can't dye chainmail either. I honestly didn't even think about that. I just assumed that you kind of wouldn't be able to. If you can, we'll do that next. What is? Oh, that's the silence one. It's kind of silly to do it almost in white, isn't it? Let's just swap those two over. You can! Okay, so you can dye chainmail armor. Right, well, guess we'll do that next. Not now, but next. Kind of, again, that's just manifestly what's come next, right? Almost. Yeah, okay, so that actually is the one that can fill that slot. That's cool. So yeah, let's get this gold. Let's stick a bit of gold here. Gold and green, man, nice. Yeah, we just go through this until every smithing template's done. And it doesn't matter what, you know, particular piece of armor we use for any particular thing. I definitely think it's wise to use the quartz on something that isn't white, yeah. Or silver, I should say. So let's just get the armor out, man. Get this chainmail, only purely because... And I suppose we could also do some science. We'll take another leather, because it's always handy to have extra leather armors here. I seriously don't imagine you can do it to the leatherite, because it's not like metal, is it? So, it'd kind of be almost silly. If you can, then we'll use the quartz on the leather. Where's the rest of them there? Yeah, we'll do a silence chainmail, man. Why not? Beautiful. Yeah. Oh, you can. That changes everything. So don't tell me we can also apply these to dyed leather. That's crazy. This that's an infinite amount of combinations as far as I'm concerned. Okay, well, I think we will do the leather because we should. And it's going to be the shaper. Just because that's next in line. Oh, no. Oh, dang, it wasn't supposed to. Can you redo them once they've been done? It wasn't supposed to be blue, it's supposed to be quartz. You can. Science, man. This is science. We're learning here. I guess what we could do is, in theory, let's put this chainmail here first of all. I think, yeah, let's stick it here, man. Why not? Just carry the line going. Beautiful. And again, the chainmail is kind of over here, or is it? It's here. Oh. Yeah. How do I get this off now? There we go. Okay, so we've got 2 pairs of chainmail boots. Let's put this randomness there. In fact, actually, it's not. We can have this could be just trainers, yeah? We've got trainers up on there, man. Yeah, let's put you in there. And the leather there then. So this is crazy. I actually didn't realise you could use them on the leather like that. I guess we will have to try some science to see if you can put them on dyed leather. I don't see why you wouldn't. So in other words, you've got infinite, as I'm concerned, combinations. It's 11 times 32, right? Which is crazy. So okay, so what's next? We've done those 3. Gold, diamond. Let's do this. Now you're kind of talking, yeah. Do you know what? We might as well take 2. I think we can do 2 at a time, and that certainly expedites the whole thing. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, you can, right? That's cool. So we've used you. Ooh, diamond and purple. And then the black with the diamond. Yeah, nice. That's a good combo. Alright. So what are we? And with the rib. With the purple. Nice. Beautiful. What's this now? Tide armor trim. With the diamond on the netherite. Oh yeah. I keep trying to grab that off of there. I don't know why. Oh, okay. This is exciting, yeah? He says ironically. This is, you know, semi-exciting for me. I like to say it's kind of cheating. Right? We're in creative. Let's be honest, we're kind of cheating. We haven't earned these rib trims. Haven't been hunting around the world to find them. We've just put them in. But you know, this is a shop, man. You don't make your own clothes in a shop. No, you buy them. You get them supplied. Creative is supplying what we need. And indeed, what we'll probably do, yeah? Oh yeah, okay, so we... Oh, I tell you what, we actually forgot to put the leather one on here, but I don't think that matters. Ah, it kind of does. I think we will put the leather one there. I think we'll keep it in the order that we kind of discovered them. Beautiful. We'll do that shortly, but for now, put these in here. Like I said, it just come out naturally, like organic, and we're only going to do this until every smithing template's been used. And that'll be that, basically. Maybe do some enchantments just quickly, just to stick a little something up in that back. I'm not going to fill every one of those ones at the back with enchantments. That would be silly. So we'll stick a few on there. It would be too much even for me, that I'd say, I gotta tell you. So yeah, we'd use the tide, but we didn't use the host. So it's copper next, right? But before we do that, let's just grab this back. Let's put this leather out where it belongs, man. Yes, it's leather. But it is armour, and it belongs where it belonged, which was in between these two. Well, that's all the armors. I guess we just start again, right? I don't think we're going to do another leather one. I think we're going to, you know, keep it to the metal one now. But we will do another chainmail one. We've done enough for leather. Do another chainmail and another iron. Where? Yeah. Beautiful. And host armor trim, huh? With copper. No. Okay, so iron with iron cleans and work. So we swap that with the gold. Oh, good. What we got? Vex. Ooh. I mean, what does happen if you put iron with iron? That would just be silly, right? Nothing, I'm guessing. And then we'll have iron with the gold as well. Just swap it over, flick it over, right? So the chainmail, go here. That's cool, man. That's an interesting one, huh? That one goes in the display. We're not really deciding on this. You don't have to put them that way, do you? Put them this way, yeah. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so we will kind of run out of space almost here, won't we? They kind of need their own chests, these, don't they? Let's be honest. Nice, though. Alright, let's get some more armor. Bit of gold. And I'd like to know if we've got enough space to take all three types of these armors now. Do you know, I do sneakily suspect that we might do. We're gonna try. Let's have a look. No, we don't. We could get rid of the chest. 1, 2, and we still don't. Yeah, there's nothing to be done about that. Maybe that was a mistake. Maybe we'll just leave those there and pick them up in a second. Let's get to our smithing table. Yeah, do the gold one. Sorry, there. With the wild armor trim. Gold with the iron. No thought going behind the order of these. It just is what it is. Trying to keep on top of it now. Make sure we've used every smithing template, every bit of armor. And you know, there needs to be a contrast, right, between the two. That's basically the only rules. Look, I'm pretty sure we used red on the iron. Did we? Like I said, also I don't want to duplicate it, like using red on the diamond again. No, we used red on the iron. Oh, we did pick those up. That's cool. So we can use red on the diamond again. What did we get there? Just the two best ones, to be fair. That's cool. Oh, I'm confused now. What are we doing now? Alright, we're on a different one. Coast armor trim. Oh, we're back to the redstone. Nice. What are we doing? I'm getting confused. There we go. Got a sneaky feeling this one might end up on the display as well, huh? Have a look. Let's have a look and see what they look like. Yeah, that doesn't need to be displayed necessarily, that one. You can go in here. What about you? I don't know, my instinct is telling me this is going to be nice. Do you know, I think my instinct was right, that is nice. So I think it goes on this one. Beautiful. Nice these, man. It's a shame you can't see the pattern on the these little images. That's okay. So what did we need? We needed a helmet and some boots. And guess back to the chainmail. It kind of seems silly. I almost kind of want to try. I mean, let's be honest. What's really useful to your diamond armor? Yeah, but we've just done a diamond. It'd be silly to have it that close. You know, gold is pretty useless. But you know, if you're going down to the nether, you want to look the part. Yeah. Let's stick another gold in there. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe we would put those chests in there, but we might not need to. We might not need to. Let's have a look. So where are we at today? June Armour Trim. Right. With green, black and green this time. Nice. This could be another one for the display. Oh, let's go and place this in there. I was just about to do that, even though it's a bit early, but I think we'll just do that. Oh yeah, for sure, man. Yeah. I don't want to hit the wrong one here. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. Just put this away then. Nice. Right, okay, so actually, we've still got some more to do here. So, we could actually do some with some dyed leather, yeah? That wouldn't be the end of the world. Let's just grab another one, a normal iron armor, I'm thinking, because that's like, you know, early game. It's the one that you mostly have, isn't it? Let's be honest about things. It makes sense for that to be the one that we use as a sparey, the Wayfinder. So what we've got gold here with blue. Yeah, nice. This is quite fun, man. It's a bit of a grind, yeah, for sure. But it's a bit more fun than the just dyeing leather. Not gonna lie. Did we have gold on that side? Oh, okay, yeah. So maybe we did have another diamond. Well, there's diamond right there, yeah. We don't want gold on either side of that. Especially not with the gold there. I don't know, maybe we just randomly have this one here. Ooh. I'm honestly thinking we have chainmail there. I might do it again with the silver, yeah. Let's have a look. Yeah, I mean, it's really 6 of one, half dozen the other. In theory, we should put the leather there. We should put another leather one. That's the one colour that's kind of missing from there. I think that's what we're going to have to do. Let's do this then. Okay, so we've actually kind of like run out of space there. So maybe, yeah, does this look busy? It doesn't really matter if it does or it doesn't. We're going to have to put more chests in here because there's more trims to come still as well. So let's put some gold in there. Just like that. Only 4 more trims to do now, man. So let's get another set of armor. And I think we are going to do that thing. I think we're going to go the leather. And let's not leave it out and be cruel to it. Just because it's made out of a different material. That belongs in that last one there. It really does. The iron comes first. With the razor. And I think we're on the purple. Oh, okay, so technically we're on the white. Didn't that? Isn't that the exact same thing that happened to us last time? Did we use the iron with the purple last time? I say I don't really want to duplicate it. No, we didn't use the diamond with the purple. Iron with the purple's good. With the razor. Okay. Yeah, we want a little mix of options up in here, yeah, for sure. So you can go there, you can go down there. We're going to have, because why wouldn't you? We're going to have diamond on top of the leather. What are we doing with the sentry? Oh, that's a nice one. It's a bit of a shame. I can just remember that. Remember sentry. We're going to try that with a proper bit of armor. Yeah, that's a good design, that. The sentry, I just think, whoa. You know, put there. Kind of in a league of its own there. Boom. Yeah, I just think for you know, for difference sake. Yeah, that's quite a nice one, huh? And maybe this goes over in the display as well. Beautiful. It's alright. In theory, I guess in here we put a spare iron one now. Did we actually place this iron anywhere? No, we didn't, did we? No. Let's just put it here, man. It's cool. Yeah, it does look like a nice design, that. Let's have a look. Yeah, that is pretty cool, yeah. It's worthy of the display. We've made the right call there. Okay, so what we've got 2 left. So, armor. And it's clear, if you've just got 2 left, right, what 2 we're going to pick. Let's go diamond and netherite. Let's do some science, man. Can you stick one on this turtle shell? Kinda wouldn't make sense, would it, in a way, because there's only the helmet. You can. Right, well, I'll tell you what about a sentry one that we like. Green, I guess, with gold. Might be nice. Oh, yeah. Oh, you can do that. That's insane. What diamond with gold, since it's in there? Oh, yeah. We haven't done that already, have we? Seems familiar. No, we haven't. Nice. I think we'll do... We've already done the sentry though, right? So, let's keep the arm with the system. Do the last 2 here. Spire. I want the diamond and gold. I don't see why we would... Oh! Oh, that frightened the life out of me. What on earth is this? Smithing with... Oh, is it because that's a real special one, is it? Spire, Armour Trim, okay. That goes on the display then. God dear. Like when I got rickrolled with that rickroll block the other day. That's frightened the life out of me as well. Getting old up in this place, man, and I'm easily scared these days. So what are we thinking? I honestly think, yeah, it's kind of absurd, but I think the copper with that would look nice. And so we're going to actually do the first one that we've actually chosen almost. Because we think it'll look nice. Yeah. Just like that, man. And there, it's all of them done. Now, I only kept the sentry one in mind because I thought it was going to be worthy of display, but we've already filled up the display. So it's not even a thing. Again, you know, we've got another diamond in there, but I don't care. We're going to put this one in there because that one scared the life out of us. It's obviously special in some way. Yeah, that's nice, man. That's nice. So I guess in here, is there room in there? Nah, so yeah. And actually, we've got nowhere to put this netherite one. I thought this was going to look really sexy as well, man. Kind of disappointing. We're going to put it right here. Don't care that it doesn't match. Ooh. You know, that should have gone in the display, really. That's okay. We deal, we cope. Kind of full up in here. This is beautiful. I mean, the other thing, right, is this now. The turtle shell. Doesn't really... Oh, we did have a spare slot. Look at that serendipity. How about this? Ooh. I like that. And we're just going to have the one type of turtle shell there. Just like that, man. Done. That's actually done. We've got some enchantments to do. Which I really kind of wish at this point that we didn't, but we do. Just do that. We've got changing rooms up in this place. It packed. The store is packed full of stuff now. And it almost did... Oh, okay, so actually... In theory, right, what we could do is put some spinning templates in here. I did want to make some trainers, so let's make some trainers. So let's go to the armor, and let's just make some brown trainers, white trainers, diamond trainers, some black trainers, yellow trainers, got chainmail trainers. I seriously can't imagine. Oh, what about some hats? What's that shelf could be for trainers and hats, and we have the smithing templates on the shelf that's in front of our eyes here on this wall. So we've got... Let's do this. Let's do this. One of every type of hat here. What are we missing here? Should we have two inventory slots? Only if we get rid of that. Beautiful. So yeah, we've got like randoms, trainers and hats. Beautiful. And then smithing templates across there. You know, randomly stick the rest of the smithing templates all in the chests downstairs. A couple of enchantments on there, nothing crazy, just to get them shiny. Done. And I'll give you something useful. Yeah, trainers. Alright, let's make some trainers. So again, kind of with that sentry one, the Japaz, we're just kind of grab them randomly, to be honest with you. I'm honestly thinking with brown, maybe yellow, right? Yeah. You know, who cares, right? Who knows what's going to come out? So just stick whatever in there, and that's cool. Like, as long as it's not the same color. You know, I'm just going to go like completely random, and then I'm just thinking again. Like, you kind of overthink it, yeah. Purple was the first one that jumped to my mind, so let's just do that. Let's not question ourselves. And again, just a different one every time. No, that's not nice enough. We're all white on there. Okay, it's weird, isn't it? They got kind of weird there. What green on diamond? Yeah, almost makes your feet look mouldy. Right, we'll try. Oh, we've done the copper on that before, right? We did do the copper on that. Did we do diamond on netherite? I can't remember. We're going to do diamond netherite ones, man. And let's do the gold ones. I don't feel we've used a lot of quartz. Let's just do that. There we go. Oh shit! We made all those trainers the same. I forgot to change the templates. Oh, that's okay. It's done. It's done. It's done. We're not going to change that now. That's cool. I mean, you don't know what you're going to get now. I don't think it's going to matter if they're the same or not. Either way, they're going to be cool. Alright, there's our trainers. So really the chainmail doesn't actually technically belong here. I only put it here because like it's there on the stand. We'll just put it there like that, and then we'll have the trainers here. Yeah, maybe we don't have this here. You know, it just happens to be on the stand because that's just where I put it. We're not going to concern ourselves with that massively. But what we do is we put this here. I mean, there's no reason really not to stick an armor trim on that here, but I don't know. A bit of a troll for you, why not? Right, let's just kind of mix this up now. So What about purple? Yeah. And then just remember to change the smithing templates this time, right? Ooh. We done green with netherite. I'm not sure. That looks pretty cool either way. That's cool, man. Yeah, just change all these up. What about that one that scared the life out of us? This one. White on gold. Does that look good? Bit boring almost, yeah. We do red on gold? I don't think so. That's quite striking. And the eye one, that, isn't it? Copper, gold. Kind of looks like brown, but that's what we're going for when we're doing it. We're not messing about getting it done. So iron. Leather. Kind of needs to be almost white. Is that a bit boring maybe? There's a colour missing that we haven't kind of done almost. We haven't done much of the copper. You can't even really see that. Let's just do that. Just to see if you can actually even see it. Alright. There's a hatsman. A nice little selection of hats up in here for you. Bit of headwear. Oh, where are we? Completely random. There we go. Beautiful. I'm just thinking we just kind of put those there like that. Separate these out like this. Done. There's actually nothing in these, right? Do you know, maybe... Yeah, maybe stick the horse armor in that middle one. Just because. We'll keep the special helmets. There like that. And I'll put the horse armor here. Just like that. Beautiful, okay. That's our spinning templates done, man. I don't know if we're going to be able to get one of each in there. Let's definitely get the different colours. Because that makes sense, because they'll look quite cool on the shelf. And see how we go with that. We just stick these in here. Like this. Oh, okay, so not a full stack. That's too much. I am generous. Not that generous. We really just need to put one of each of these in there, yeah. And I'm pretty sure it was the jungle shelf we used, so... I do this every time with these shelves, yo. Alright. We're going to have a whole stack more of these. I mean, they will be in here somewhere, to be honest. But to be honest, it's the visual as well. They just don't look as good. So what colour have we got? Brown. When you've got like a whole stack of them, that's what we want, just like that. Oh, have we done that? Really done that thing? Oh, it's because we just picked them up, didn't we? Oh man, that sucks. Just deleted the shelf as well, yeah. You suck. Right, let's do this. You go where? There. We're gonna pick up another bloody stack of these things now. I'm gonna get enough of these things. Right, you're not going to make that mistake again. You go there, please. You go there. You go there, you come here. You go there, you come here. I'm not mistaken, these were the three. And they're all singular ones in our hand. That's what we want. Just like that. Beautiful. Okay, so now we're talking. So I think this middle chest, right, is for the gems. Now if you hit this, you've hit the jackpot, let's be honest. But this is where they're all getting started. Actually, you know what we'll do, right? Let's be fair about this. You're searching this city with your mates. You know. And you're a bit of a hogger. And you want to hog it all to yourself. You at least give your mate a chance. Finding some stuff as well. But yeah, for sure, man. Where's that shelf? Let's put that there. Okay, so, and also, so this is where the trims go. Keep the smithing table in there, yeah, that's cool. Just take half of each one, basically, right? Like this. It's all kind of mixed up now because it was kind of in order, but we've got like loads of these ones now. I guess we'll stick more of them there just to kind of even it out. Yeah. Half of each one in here, man. This is the shop, so they gotta be stocked. Yeah, okay, so that's the dupe. Just put you there, stop confusing us. You there. Pick a full stack of them in there. Alright, beautiful. Right, let's go stock downstairs out, man. So here for sure. We're gonna want it. Again, I just think we spread them about the place, give everybody a chance of finding something cool. You know, if you open this big chest, you deserve something cool because you picked the right one, as it's the best chest. And so you should be rewarded. Just stick all those there. Nice, man. Nearly done, man. I'm really pleased that we've done this properly as well. No half measures, and I don't have to come back and do it off cam, which is a bonus. Okay, so these can go up here with these. Right. And also I'm guessing, right, like I say, if you pick the right chest you deserve rewards. I'll put half of these and then the rest of them will just spread randomly around these other chests here. What are them ones? The rib armor trim, yeah. I'm pretty sure rib was the first one I found in my world. Oh, I lost track. In the old bastion, wasn't it? And I think it definitely was. Might have been snout, I honestly can't remember, but I know it was in the bastion. Where does the rib one come from? I don't know, honestly. But either way, they're cool. This has been a bit of an eye-opener, man, all this. Let's just stick these randomly, right? And then guess you can just have half of those for some reason. In fact, every single chest should have something, shouldn't it? At least one of each thing. I think there's enough here to go around. I mean, I could split the gold up maybe. You know, some of them will be duffers. And others won't. That isn't one. Yeah, that's a good one. So again, I just think this is a nice big double chest. We can just even this all out a bit. Banana. That's really potluck, right? Whatever you get, it's completely potluck. Yeah, okay, so again, this is a double chest, and I'm pretty sure that's it. That's all the chests. Done, that's a good one. So, if you open a double, you've done well, and so you should. Okay, look at that. Literally a clear inventory, man. That is a beautiful thing to see. There's a couple of things to do. We did have these down here for some spare armor, yeah. I just think we keep these down here. They don't have that on them. They're just the spare ones. Ready to come up to the shop at some point and receive their armor, yeah. So here, look, Just this corner, we cannot leave it just empty like that. I don't think we need a lot. I just think like 2 on either side, 1 on the end there. More than enough there. So let's get to this. And for one final time, we'll get some hammer. And of course, we're going to go netherite. Why wouldn't you? It's crazy. You do it any other way? Of course, we're going to go diamond. Why wouldn't you? You'd be crazy to do it any other way. And of course, we're going to go gold. You get the point. And of course, we're going to go to the old standard iron. And I think that's it. All we need to do, just those 4 basic ones. Forget the rubbish ones, right? Let's be honest. There you go. So let's have a look at our inventory space. Plenty. So if we get the enchantments, again, look, I'm not going to go nuts going through these because it's crazy to do that. But there's certain ones, you know, that you just need, yeah? On the anvil, it's going to use this book up though, isn't it? So we need like 4 of each one. Right, so you're going to need protection. Let's just go through this. And I guess I would never be without feather falling. So I think I'm going to put feather falling on the boots. And let's just check our inventory now, man. Yeah, okay, so we've got stacks. We can get a couple more enchantments in here. Let's do this. Oh, not feather. What am I doing? Enchantments. Ooh. There's no tools in here, no weapons. You know, respiration's another good one, right? And aqua affinity. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Although there's not a lot of water really here, to be fair, but okay. Let's just do these for now, man. Does the anvil break in creative? Yeah, honestly, I'm not even sure. Respiration, right? Yeah. It's messed all the order up for us. Respiration. You don't need respiration in the nether, but you've got respiration, and so you're getting respiration. And I guess what we'll do, right, we'll just put 1 enchantment on each thing, man. Now you want the protection on your chest plate, don't you? Let's be honest about this. So let's give you some protection on your chest plate. What do we, is that all of them? Oh no, they are. Beautiful. Something's gone wrong here. Okay, the helmet's there, that's fine. And feather falling. Let's give you some feather falling. Nice and simple, man. It really could give you a sneaky frostwalker. Okay. Aqua affinity, right? So, again, I guess. Ooh, ready for the water up in this place, yo. Right, I don't like the way these gold ones have done this. Let's get all this in order here like that. There we go. Yeah, let's get some more enchantments, yeah? We ain't got anything on the old trousers. Let's get some swift sneak going, right? Or you could have another protection, but that's boring. So let's see what else we got. Could have thorns, I guess. Bit of a troll almost. Swift sneaks, that's what we're looking for. A break-in. And let's be honest, let's go straight to the daddy. I could I could put curse on there, couldn't I? But I don't know. I don't see. Sometimes I see the point in trolling, but you know, right now we've been through a lot here. Where's the mending? I think that'll do us, man. I think that's cool. Alright, let's get the old swift sneak going. Yeah, you never know. You might find yourself down in the old ancient city, right? You know, something. Where's this swift sneak on? There should be one more. Did we already take us there? Alright, so what do you want mending on, people? For me, like, almost it has to be chest plate. It's got protection, right? Let's stick mending on there as well, to make it kind of, you know, definitely worth keeping and wanting to have. And I think we'll put the unbreaking on the helmet. It's quite a valuable little helmet, that, yeah. Especially if you like swimming in the water. I want it to break up on you. Oh, I see what we've done there. And that's it. That's all you're getting. Now, as far as I'm concerned, that's pretty generous. Ooh, could be more generous, but I think we've done enough. The stream's like 3.5 hours long, and a lot of it has just been busy work. Oh, hello. But yeah, no, I'm pleased. I know what. I guess we'll stick this right on the end here, yeah, because it's kind of like the best. And then we'll stick the diamond here, because it's also kind of the best. Alright, yeah, we've got okay, perfect. So yeah, if you work your way to the back of the shop, man, your time will not have been wasted. We'll stick these in here as well. They're not the best, but they are handy. Oh, that's not. Oh shit. We did get that back. That's good. Yeah, armor stand. Yeah, I wanted the gold one to go there. I don't know why. I'm being so specific about that, but I did. I just think visually better. For some reason. Ooh, that's all you needed. A few empty ones here. You can fill it up with your own enchantments. It will. It will. Yeah, we're not going to sit there all night doing enchantments. That's enough, man. You've got enough there. And that is definitely enough. It's beautiful. And it just designates this area as the Enchanted Armour kind of area. And I feel compelled to just stick that in the middle. It also, although now it's there, it feels cursed. I'm not going to stick that in the middle. We're going to put this where it belongs, which is somewhere over here. It won't go there. It belongs downstairs. Alright, it's a perfect place actually, because we could just finish a little tour off down here now. Okay, done. Absolutely done, man. I just feel that's a bit empty there, yeah. I'm going to put it. Oh, there's always one finishing touch at least on the end of the stream, yeah. If we search for box, there is. Yeah, I was looking for like a toolbox, right? I don't think we're going to put cardboard boxes down here. I mean, they would fit. It does make sense. Yeah, just at random, yeah. Just like that, man. That's it. That was it. All we needed. And we'll stick the toolbox in there. But we've got boxes in the other places. And I say I don't want every place to be the same. They're all going to be different. There are no boxes here, just like this. We've got a storeroom, man, packed with loot. This building is definitely worth coming into. We've got tills here. Nobody here, man. So you can just come in, just like the opening of the film Beetlejuice, right? You can just walk into the shop, man, and just help yourself, yeah? We trust you up in here, man. No payment necessary. Just help yourselves and have a good day. And we've got a shop, man. We've got little changing rooms. Length mirrors, you can check your back of your hair, kinda. If you kinda twist it out a bit. Stick your sock around there so it's on an angle. You'll be alright, you'll be alright. Got privacy up in here when you need it. Got hats. Got trainers, man. You can even look after your horses up in here, you know. All the colours plus, right? All the colours plus is 32 colours there. Every single type of trim somewhere in some format. Got everything. There we go. It's beautiful. This has worked out really well. I quite like it. And I'm not going to do any final touches. That's it. This is the shop. It's a clothes shop. It's a nice, modern, clean clothes shop. There is one final touch, and that's this. We need to give this place a sign. Okay, so it's a good job, because also I almost forgot, man. And just like the drain pipe at the beginning of this stream, we'd have just been doing it at the end of the next stream. But I'm glad that it's on this. It needs to be here now. We're back to the dyes. And it's going to be orange dye, right? I think we're just going to go vanilla on this. And just in case it's not bright enough, we'll get the ginger. We're going to get the glow squid stuff. Get glow ink sack here. I do feel compelled to take 64, and we might just stick that in the chest in there as well. But we are done here, man. This is officially now OG's. What should we call it? OG's clothing, I guess, right? You know, I think we keep it capitals. OG's clothing. Or it could be armory, I was thinking, but it's technically not an armory. There's no weapons in there, you see. Just clothing. This is a city, you know, not a kind of army base. So it's a clothes store. OG clothing. Done. And by the way, just in case you're wondering, that's not because I think I'm the OG. That's because every building, like this little thing we've got, that's OG's haberdashery, that's OG's building supplies, OG's fancy. Everything that's the first of its kind in the city will be called OG's such and such, right? That's just a little theme we've got going. So when you're exploring the city, if something's called OG's, you know, the first one I built of that type of building almost. There are a few little exceptions. We've got Eats, which was the first cafe there, and we've got Cuts, which was the first hairdressers, but I just wanted those called Eats and Cuts, so they're called Eats and Cuts. But other than that, yeah, most of them. So OG's clothing. Ooh, now that is not at all too dull. That's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And I don't think you can use this glow squid on anything in this store, right, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm just going to put it there anyway as a little kind of sneaky extra. Because why not? Alright, well listen, anyone that's watched this right through, yeah, you're an absolute legend to me. You really are. And yeah, always happy to see you guys for however long. Whether you chat or not, man, it's always welcome to see you. But that is another shop. Done. It took longer than I anticipated, I guess. But to be honest with you, it doesn't really matter to me because I've loved it. I've loved it. It was a bit of a grind when I realised, you know, how long it was going to take to do all these leather armours. But, you know, I've played with every trim now, and I've never done that in survival, right? Like I say, I've got like about 5 or 6 of those things, I think, in survival. I've never actually intentionally gone out looking for many of them. Maybe once or twice, but that's it. Like, I haven't made a thing of it. Do you know what I mean? And I've never actually even applied them to the amp, but now we kind of have. It's done, and we've got a shop that sells it all. It gives it all away, quite frankly. Yeah, nice. I mean, I'm almost thinking that, you know, we kind of need something on this wall, you know. Oh. Anybody who watches these streams know that this is kind of always how it goes. There's always a final touch. I've never been happy with this particular bit of wall here. I think we're just going to put some information. And I can't have them being the same like that, so we're just going to change it up a bit. Maybe even just have an ordinary sign. Just like that, man. I mean, I don't know what it says. You decide. It just says, don't nick our stuff and don't do anything that you shouldn't be doing in here. You all know what I'm talking about, people. There are mirrors and you'll be naked. Do not get tempted. You just change your clothes and you innocently walk out. There we go. We're watching. Got CCTV watching you getting undressed. No, we haven't. That would be illegal. So, yeah, more information there, right? Nice. Pay here, whatever you want to say. All good, man. Yeah, no paintings. That's it. I'm happy with that now. Yeah, I was never happy with that corner. Now I am. I'm happy with this. The build is done. Build is done. Let's get out of here. Let's get over the road. Like it's inside the usual routine. Over the road and have a look at what we've done. We've got a colour. Decided the colour for the house, for the doors. We'll probably stick some orange doors on the front of there tomorrow. That's tomorrow night stream. And we've got to decorate the inside of this build tomorrow. That's quite exciting. So yeah, we're going to go vanilla, but for this build, by the way, if you're wondering, right? We've got an old-fashioned, super modern. I've got a 90s flat in there, just like the kind of flat that I grew up in almost. And for this one, I think we're going to go Minecraft vanilla. We're actually not going to use mods in this one. We're just going to build a vanilla Minecraft flat. It's going to be trickier than you think, right? Because I'm so used to using mods at this point in this playthrough, right? We're on this project that I really wanted to have a place where it wasn't modded, and this is just going to be a vanilla flat. That's the theme, and that's what we'll be doing here. All right, admit we've got mosaic glass on the front door, but that's has to be because that came with the building. But the people in there themselves, they like a vanilla Minecraft build, and that's what they'll be getting. So yeah, tune in tomorrow, and we'll get cracking with that, man. Until then, have a good one. You know, I would say good night, but it could be morning for you. It could be the afternoon. Could be any time, couldn't it? Wherever you are in the world, whatever time it is. Yeah, I hope you're having a good one. And look after yourself and stay chill, man. I'll see you again soon.